You're yo, cut the camera. Cut. What the fuck is going on, man?
Damn, man.
What the hell is going on? The camera comes back on, and he's wiping some white stuff off the corner of his lip, bro. And he's looking off his fingers.
Damn, that thing snitched on me, bro. I thought I got it all out. It's Caesar dressing. It's Caesar dressing. It's Caesar dressing.
No.
I just gotta prove it to the people. I have a rap here.
Okay, all right, buddy.
I've got proof.
Whatever you say. Yo, make sure you connect the Twitter stream. I don't know if you can do it while
Yeah. I can do it.
All
yeah,
right.
I can do it.
All right, so guys, let's get back to it, man. This man, bro. The Giants lost so bad that he didn't even want to come on stream, y'all. I had to do some stalking. I had to find J-Zack in the Red Zone's phone number. I had to call this man and be like, yo, I need you to go over to his house and tell him to go up those stairs and get in the booth, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on. He needs to stop moping. All right, that goes for all you Giants fans.
I was in my corner. I was
Yeah.
in my corner.
Bro, listen, bro. J-Zack hit me back. He was like, dog, he's curled up. I ain't seen tears like this since we traded Odell. And I was like, I hear you, man. I hear you,
bro.
Yo,
Bro.
Shout out to Hasbick. I need you to read this one out loud, KB.
Yeah, that's Jaden. I don't know why I keep showing the ats. That's weird.
Well, read what he said.
Let me see what he said. He said, unfortunate news, Shane Bowen found alive and well. I have a very unpopular opinion
On
about
Shane
that. I'm
Bowen?
sure. Yes, we're gonna get to it.
Oh, guys, I know why he had the white stuff off the corner of his mouth. I was gonna bring it up when we got to it because KB's been a Brian Dable glazer, and he was doing it right before the stream. No,
I'm
he
about
was
to
a Shane Bowen glazer.
I'm about to be doing more defending of Brian Dable. I'm not gonna lie. When we get to it, I'm gonna be doing more defending of Brian Dable.
Oh my God, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Unsubscribe from his channel right now. Yo, what's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, Kid Blue watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers. Welcome back to episode 8 of the Young Guns podcast. Listen, we all know why we're here. My title for this episode is very simple, KB. Just on to the Eagles, because we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the travesty that was the fourth quarter of this game. But we just got to move on at the end of the day. That's what it's going to come to. Before we roll the real intro, here's going to be the topics for tonight, man. We got the Broncos recap, of course. We're going to talk about coaching. So all his glazing for Dable and Shane Bowen's going to be there. I add in a little talk to the chat section right in the smack dab in the middle. We're going to preview the Eagles. And you guys know how our previews go on this show. Sometimes it's 5 seconds long. Sometimes we actually talk a little bit something. We'll see where in the world this lands this week. And then we'll go around week 8 the NFL, where I think my gambling from last week, I don't think it paid off, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think KB took a bigger lead. I took some gambles, but listen, man. Listen. Y'all ever seen those memes where it's just like you gotta accept what's happening, bro? Like, that's all it is, man. That's all it is. Let's roll the real intro, man. I know, right? So KB is going to defend Shane Bowen, I guess, as we get to the coaching section, because we'll talk about what actually happened during the game here. But before he can get into his glazing, I'm just going to play this real quick.
You'll have to wait till Sunday.
Uh-oh. Talk to the hand.
That's actually a really appropriate meme.
That's all I'm saying. That is just like the Dallas game where I made the same thing when there was a gigantic just freaking hole in the coverage. Anyway, you guys see who's up here for the lower thirds, man. All right, we got Jackson Dart, who continues, at least to me, he continues to show that he's the guy, despite the loss. And then we got Jude Mekatame, who I didn't notice before the game, and this is hilarious. Lost his starting job at Rutgers, and we picked them up. Now everybody always brings up Young Hoku, and I know even KB did. My response has always been what I saw, which is that apparently he beat Young Hoku for this job.
Apparently, he beat more. He beat multiple kickers, Kush.
Yeah.
Apparently, he beat the guy that's kicking for Green Bay right now, who's 7 of 7.
He's doing amazing.
Yeah.
Doing amazing. And, I guess we're going to start off with Jude here. I mean, listen, salute to you, brother. You gone. We don't have you on your team anymore. But they didn't trust you to kick past like the 40. How did you actually beat dudes to get on this team? Like, genuinely speaking. First, you got beat at a college for your job. And then Giants were like, we want that guy. Well, they weren't like, we want that guy. They brought him in. But
you know what's crazy?
Some way, he beat everybody else.
You know what's crazy? He's an international pathway. You know how what Sandro Potsgummer was? Yeah. He's the foreign exchange student. Bro, when do those guys ever get playing time? They're there as interns pretty much until their contract is over and they go back to wherever the hell they came from. Why is he starting on my football team? He's a foreign exchange student, bro. Oh my God.
No,
sorry, man.
Bro, the better question is, how did he beat other dudes? One of them being an actual NFL kicker. I know, his last stint didn't end well, but that's what I'm thinking, because I'm like, they didn't trust him to kick past the 40, KB. As soon as we got into range that should be in the modern NFL field goal range, we were punting. We had to get a little bit deeper into Broncos territory before we were like, yeah, man, go out there and take that kick. Or go out there and, well, we didn't do that because I think we scored all touchdowns, right? I'm pretty sure we just scored all touchdowns.
Well, we scored all touchdowns.
But what we did do is when we were on a line that you could have been able to kick from in the modern NFL, we punted.
Yep. That's all we've been doing. And listen, you guys want to know a crazy stat? I don't know if you saw me post this on Twitter, Kush, but you guys want to know something? The Giants have not attempted a field goal since week 3. The Giants have not attempted a field goal since week 3.
When did Graham Gano go down?
Week 2. Week 2. Okay. Mikatani stepped in and started week 3. He's only been asked to score to put field goals up since week 3. Remember, week 4?
Yeah.
Week 4.
Week 4, 5, and 6, I think we scored all touchdowns, yeah.
All touchdowns. It could be scored 21, right? It was 21 on the Chargers. 21 on the Chargers, 14 on the Saints, 34 on the Eagles, but, it should be 35, but this guy missed an extra point in that game too, but it didn't matter. And then in this game, we scored another 5 touchdowns. Guys, the Giants offense has scored 10 touchdowns in 2 weeks, 5 in each game, against 2 of the best defenses in the NFL. And we lose the game. And I want to tell you something, Kush. Okay? We could talk about that defensive collapse all we want to. Had this guy make his extra points, right?
Yeah.
If this guy made his extra points, the Broncos would have needed a touchdown at the end of the game as opposed to a field goal.
No, this is true.
With everything else included, the terrible defense, Jackson Dart's interception, whatever you want to say about the clock management, after everything, if this guy makes his PATs, something that's routine in the NFL, the PAT rate is 99% in the NFL. If this guy makes it, they need a touchdown to win the game, and I think we win the game. So there's plenty of blame to go around. So
listen,
it's crazy.
That's why he's on there though, KB. That's why I put him on the lower third. Are you kidding me? I put the 2 most important guys on the lower third. The important guy for the good reason and the most important guy for the horrible, terrible, bad reason. Like everything you said is true. If he was reliable, we would have been up. What is that? 35? Yeah, we've been up 35-30, right? Even with the collapse that happened, we would have been 35-30.
Yep.
But I mean, let's keep it real. They got down to like the freaking 20-yard line in like 20 seconds. They probably would have scored a touchdown.
But they got it. But I don't know because we're bend but don't break defense. I don't see them.
It broke in the fourth.
It broke. It broke in the fourth. It did break.
It broke.
But
y'all ever
having
see
to score
Brokeback
a
Mountain?
touchdown versus having to score like a long field goal from Will Lutz. Like, remember they're in Denver. The air is different over there. They could have kicked from freaking 65 and had a chance of making it. You know what I'm saying? It's much different when you have to score a touchdown.
I agree with you, and I am operating off of if, ands, or buts. So I'll take that. But like they moved down the field for both of their last two drives. The drive where they scored the touchdown to go score 30, and then the drive to get the field goal. They were down there in basically like 20 seconds each drive. Like it was insane how fast they were down there. Can we talk about the fact that Javon Holland and Paulson Adebo basically had the same knee thing, not the same way that it happened, but they both had like a random knee injury that put them out for the game. I don't know if there's been an update on that. If
and
you
that's
know,
where it really collapsed.
Please
too.
let me know. It didn't even collapse after Holland went out because Belton, he's been playing fine this year. He came in. I didn't notice a difference in the defense. So funny. Every Giants fan in their mama, when Paulson Adebo went out and fucking Tay Banks came in, got worried. Every Giant, you go on Twitter, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Deontay Banks is in the game."
And look what happened as soon as he comes in.
Yeah, he comes in. Cortland Sutton probably has like the first big catch of the game. They go down, score 8, and their offense starts churning from there. Like, yes, once again, it's still the whole defense. It comes back to, our offense couldn't score for whatever reason. They forgot to, how to conquer the Broncos defense. But it's so weird. I'm not saying Deontay Banks is the reason, guys. I'm just saying, I'm a superstitious sports fan. That man got in there and the game was over. Genuinely, the game was over.
He gave up a tip pass for a touchdown right on Troy Franklin that he had a chance to make. He had a chance to make a play on that ball first.
Mm-hmm.
Had he paid attention, and he just gave up a tip pass for a touchdown. I'm so out on Deontay Banks, man. I will confidently say I was wrong on him. Confidently say.
I've never seen somebody that's had like a good. It wasn't like it was a good rookie year and then immediately becomes ass the next year. He had a good rookie year and then immediately was just cheeks the following 2 years. It wasn't even like a steady decline. No, it was just a fall off. It was like he turned 37 in one offseason and we can't even make the jokes anymore about, oh my God, Deontay Banks will be the greatest cornerback of all time if he just turned his head. No, like he doesn't even have that anymore. Like he's just not good.
I think it was Dan Schneider that said it on Twitter. No, I think it was Sal. I think it was Sal that said it on Twitter where he posted like the targeting rate between Paulson Adebo and other guys out there, Andrew Phillips, and saying that they are being targeted at one of the NFL's highest rates. That means teams are not trying to target Cordell Flott, which is nuts to me.
That means crazy.
That means teams are staying away from Cordell Flott, which is nuts to me.
And Drew's had a better year too, so that's kind of funny.
I would even say no. I think Drew has given up a lot. Drew has had a lot of passes defense, but he also has the most yards given up in the NFL. Like I think from cornerbacks.
Coin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You remember those back when hashtag fear the Flott? Once again, yo, I started that. All right, but back when that was trending like as a meme thing when we drafted him, people made like meme edits of Cordell Flott being this absolute demon, and somehow it's come true. Somehow, some way it's come true.
Well,
I don't even want to say, man, just add 20 pounds because you're so light. Because I'm like, if you add 20 pounds, you might mess something up, bro. Just stay as you are. Stay the lightest corner in the NFL.
Yeah, I didn't think he was, bro. If you look at that helmet compared to his body, it looks like it doesn't even match him. But
it looks like it's you out there.
I know. The same thing with like Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm like, yo, that what it would be like if I was out.
But Cordell is even like way skinnier than Wan'Dale.
Yeah,
too.
way skinnier. But yeah, Cordell Flott's having a good game. Like, I don't know. What are we talking? Are we doing negatives or positives?
Let's talk about Jackson, and then because I think as soon as we get into coaching, even though you're going to be defending, I still think you have more negatives than positives. But we'll get to that.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But so let's talk about Jackson. As I said at the beginning of the stream, and as I said last week and the week before, this dude, man, like he just, to me, every week, no matter win or loss, he continues to show me this is the guy. This is the franchise quarterback.
Yep.
This is the guy that is going to help the Giants get out of this rut that they've been in for the past 10 plus years. Like, there's something about Jackson Dart, man. The thing we always say that everybody could agree on is his crazy almost veteran-like pocket awareness, manipulation of the pocket, poise in the pocket, knows how to, handle the pressure, like football pressure, not mental pressure.
Mhm.
Like, and that's paying dividends because every good thing about him, KB, almost comes from that. And that, bro, you can't teach that. You really can't teach that.
No.
Jackson Dart, remember what the Broncos said, man? Or was it Nick Benito or Jonathan Cooper, who didn't do anything, by the way? They didn't do shit.
Cooper had a sack, but
Whatever. 1 sack. Okay, cool. Andrew Thomas, who, by the way, Nick Benito was ducking him, and everybody got on Nick Benito, at least on Giants Twitter. Even shout out to Bobby Skinner. Bobby was even getting on him during the game. He's like,
Bobby was on his neck, bro.
Because he was like, he doesn't travel, so he doesn't know why he's doing this. And then he posted, it was just a minute-long compilation, all the snaps Nick Benito had against Andrew Thomas. So short. They were dodging him, man.
Yep.
And Jermaine Illuminor also had a great game. Our tackles held up their end of the deal.
Yeah. Our offensive line in general has been pretty damn good this season, bro, and it's a shame.
Austin Schlottman, stay the starting center when JMS comes back.
Please.
I'm not even joking. This is the same. This is like the reverse Jude Mekatami situation. How did you not beat JMS to get the job?
I know.
Like, what's going on?
I know. Yeah. But, man.
Go ahead with Jackson, bro.
Yeah, well, man, I said this on Roundtable, and, they were the Eagles content creator was laughing at me because we had that, matchup coming up. But,
Wait a minute. Why was she laughing at you? What? Did she not remember what happened the last time?
That's what The perfect timing.
Jackson Dart steps on the field, KB. This is what the Eagles fans hear. That's what they hear.
Yep. The boogeyman, Jackson. Listen, Jackson Dart has played. Listen, I would say the only bad game Jackson Dart played, and he didn't even play that bad, and was New Orleans Saints. And I know that sounds weird to say, and it is weird to say. His worst game was against a worse defense and a worse team in the New Orleans Saints. But forget about that for a second. He's played extremely well against a Chargers team who, at the time, were 3-0, one of the top defenses in the league.
Exactly. At the time, people forget that. They love to look at what it is now. Go back to what it was entering that game.
We broke them. We broke the Chargers. Genuinely. So, they had a top-tier defense at the time, and then the Eagles claim they have a top defense, and I don't care. By the way, I hate, because I'm not going to make the same excuse for the Giants either.
Let's keep it real. They were only missing one real piece, and that was Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter lost Quignon. They lost Quignon in that game too.
During the game, though. That was during the game. We were already beating their ass when they lost him.
I absolutely agree, and it's something I'm going to bring up later on with a comparison. So I don't want to spoil it right now, but I do not care who is out there. You know what I mean? So same thing with the Eagles. They should not care who is out there. You can't say, "Well, we missed out on this. We missed out on that." We still whooped your ass. Your backups are probably better than our starters, statistically or whatever the case is. And we still whooped their ass. Jackson Dart put up 5 touchdowns against that defense. And this Broncos defense was like, what, top 3 in the NFL going into the game? The best team.
Number 1?
Was it? I don't know. I have no idea. You may have a better idea of it than me, but they had the reigning defensive player of the year, which we called it on the podcast last week, that the game plan is don't target him, because it's not like you have a Malik Neighbors 2 target to get in Pat Surtain's vicinity. So whoever's on Pat Surtain, you're not getting the ball, buddy. Sorry. And that's exactly what the Giants did. And so they have the reigning defensive player of the year there. And then you have a top-tier defensive line, so-called, that leads they're on pace to break the sack record that we were on pace to break last year. They're on pace to break it by 8. They're on pace for 80 sacks this year. And they had, what, 2 sacks?
1 or 2 total. Other than the Cooper. Oh, yeah, Zach Allen had one, I think, right?
Zach Allen had one. Jonathan Cooper had one.
And Zach Allen, you guys remember, on Young Guns last week and entering the game, I was like, Zach Allen's the guy I'm worried about. Like, I have faith in our tackles. I don't have faith on the inside of our line. And even with Zach Allen getting the sack, and he had a couple pressures, KB, as he said earlier, our line held up extremely well.
Yeah. And the NFL sack record holder at the time, Nick Benito, was on the line as well, and goose eggs. And Jackson Dart does it against those 3 defenses, played extremely well. We should be. Listen, I'm done. I'm not in middle school anymore. I'm not gonna say we should be this record, whatever.
But low-key.
The record is what it is. All right, record is what we lost the game. However, there were so much positives in this game, Kush, that there's so much positives in this game, but it's hard to talk about those positives because of the result of the game, and we should be talking about how great Jackson Dart is. That should be the main focus, even though it's very valid, and that's what we're talking about now, how great Jackson Dart is. That should have been the main focus in this game. Instead we had to talk about a defensive collapse because Jackson
and offensive collapse.
It
was on both sides of the ball.
Guys, I've never been so glad to be wrong in my entire life. I did not want Jackson Dart. I've never been so glad to be wrong, guys. And a lot of people still clown me on that. A lot of people still clown me on how I felt about Jackson Dart when we drafted him because of our reaction. Guys, I was just getting Daniel Jones flashbacks. That's all I was getting. And I was wrong for that. I don't care that I'm wrong. I'm not going to out here stick by what I said. What kind of fan would I be? Jackson Dart's playing amazing football. He's on pace for an amazing stat line, even though he didn't start the season right now. He has how much total? He has 7 passing touchdowns right now, and 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns. Like, that's insane. We have 2 30-point games with him already against 2 top-tier defenses. Wait till this team gets back on track. Wait till maybe we get a coaching change. Malik Neighbors obviously coming back. Another year for Jackson Dart.
Reinforcements from the draft.
Exactly. Reinforcement from the draft. Hopefully a good free agency. This team, Jackson Dart, as long as we have Jackson Dart, is gonna keep us in game. We're going to be competitive soon. I guarantee it. And it's because of that kid, Jackson Dart. And a lot of people like to talk about that interception.
How much can a franchise QB change a franchise, KB? You just said it.
Drastically.
We're just like, actually, we're not that far off. Actually,
and that is the crazy part, right? Look what's going on right now with Baltimore. They don't have Lamar Jackson. They're like
the worst teams in the league.
They fell off a cliff. A quarterback masks all the problems. Look at Jaden Daniels last year, right? Jaden Daniels, that team is not good, right? On paper, that team really isn't that great. And Jaden Daniels took them to an NFC championship game.
Because
all right?
People don't realize how historic of a rookie season Jaden Daniels had. I think I might have said it on our first episode back, KB, where I was like,
I think it's better than the Dak season.
Oh yeah, the reason I expected a slump, and we're about halfway through the season. He's having a slump. I don't know why people don't want to admit it. The reason I expected it is because what Jaden Daniels was doing in the fourth quarter, specifically as a rookie last year, was magical. Was literally willing the Washington. I was about to say the Redskins. Was literally willing the Washington football team to wins, man. Mm-hmm. You can't repeat that 2 years in a row.
And just like Jackson, he's a gamer.
What a franchise quarterback can do for you is insane. Not to harp on old narratives or whatnot, but when Daniel Jones was here, he wasn't that franchise quarterback. And that's why, after a while of defending him for years, you're just like, nah, he's not it, man. We have a good team around him. He's not it. Last year, I still believe it was the best supporting cast he ever had. And we were one of the worst teams in the league. And yeah. But forget that. Like I said, let's not get into old narratives. What KB is saying, when you enter a game, no matter who you're playing, no matter who the opponent is, when you could say, nah, we got that guy at QB, we're good. We got a chance. We haven't had that since like 2015 Eli. Not 2016 Eli when we went back to the playoffs. 2015 Eli, when his last Pro Bowl season, his last truly great season. We haven't had that since then. It's been, wow, that's actually 10 years ago. That's crazy now I think about it.
Yeah,
that's
literally 10 seasons ago. Nuts.
We haven't had that since then. When Eli was performing like that, it did not matter who the hell the Giants were playing. We went in. I'm like, we got Eli, man. We'll see what happens. We got a chance.
Mm-hmm. That's how I felt as a kid. Eli Manning was one of the most clutchest quarterbacks in NFL history at the time. I don't know. He probably still is. And even as a kid, watching the Giants play and they're down by a field goal, down by a touchdown, I'm like, my quarterback's gonna get it done. We were watching that game. And we were, look, bro, we wanted to see what Jackson Dart is. Like, Jackson, go win this game for us, man. And listen, I know a lot of people like to say it was fluky. Listen, it was fluky how we got down the field for that last touchdown. It was fluky, right? That PI was very questionable. In my honest opinion.
Also, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't sure we got that fourth down conversion, but they gave it to us. Like, I was
No,
like, all right.
we didn't even get it. It was a roughing the passer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay,
Roughing
so you know
the
what?
passer. So it was the yardage plus the roughing the passer. That's what got it. So that's why we got even farther down the field. So it's great that we completed that pass because it got us even closer. Then roughing the passer, and then we threw the ball downfield, and 2 penalties combined. Sean Payton running onto the field plus a wonky DPI call.
That was really dumb by Sean. I guarantee you, if
it
we
was
pulled it out, that would have been headlines. Because no, what coach does that? You know that's an automatic flag, bro. Run up to the ref, cussing them out, and being like, "What in the world is going on? Are you stupid, bro?" Like genuinely.
Yeah, so whatchamacallit? So yeah, well, how we got down the field was fluky. I get that. But look what happened. Sorry, my dog was going crazy. But
good.
Look what happened when you put the ball in Jackson Dart's hand and you tell him to go win the game. Now we can talk about the clock management soon, but Jackson Dart specifically, when you tell him to go out there and win the game, there's no flustering. There's no oh man, I don't know. I'm just unsure of that. There's no not trusting your receiver, not trusting yourself. You're going out there and you're going to go try to win the game, and that's exactly what he attempted to do.
And that's is that about all the positives? I mean, Cam Skadbu had an alright game. Another good game for him under the belt.
Scout was good. It sucks, man, because the defense played so well through 3 quarters.
I mean, yeah, they had a shutout for 3 quarters. They played amazing for 3 quarters.
And to be honest with you, they've had the defense forced a shutout for 5 quarters, guys. The Eagles didn't score.
Going back to the
second
Eagles,
half.
yeah.
So it's 3 quarters that they pitched a shutout, and it sucks to say that. They made NFL history again, as if that Dallas game wasn't NFL history enough. When it comes to field goal kickers. We found a way to be unique and be the only team to lose in this way. 2 times in one season, we're the only team to win in a unique way.
Lose.
2 times in one season. It's crazy. But yeah, we could talk about negatives now if you want.
I think I know the side you're talking about. I think it was like it's the first time in NFL history like a kicker has missed 2 point after attempts when the team has scored 30 and they lost or something like that, right? Something along those lines.
There's 2 records. So one of them is have the most points scored in a comeback in the fourth quarter, 33 points. That's never happened in NFL history. Especially being down with 0 points.
And it was really 33 in like 6 minutes, not 33 and a quarter. That's
and the other one is being the first team in NFL history to be up 3 scores, but to be up 3 scores to a goose egg and lose the game. So
it's kind of crazy, kind of insane.
Crazy.
Where do you want to start with the negatives, man? I think let's start with the less obvious negative. Because we're going to get into the defensive collapse, but there was an offensive collapse in the 4th quarter too. And I want to acknowledge that, and I want to talk about that. It's not getting talked about as much because, well, the offense did their job for 3 quarters, but just like the defense, the 4th quarter came, and whatever the Broncos started doing on their defensive side of the ball, our offense couldn't move the ball anymore. It genuinely became a struggle. That's when me and KB really started to worry. We were worried when Deontay Banks came in, but if you go back to that stream, after just 1 3 and out, we were like, wait a minute. That was a 3 and out literally on the first 3 plays. What's going on? Yep. Something happened, and I don't know what. Do you know what?
Well, they were just trying to run the clock out. You're talking about when they were just trying to run the clock out? Yeah. They just were the team knew the Broncos knew they were going to try to do that. The Giants weren't able to keep the ball moving and keep the ball rolling. And here's another thing. A lot of teams when they're running the clock out, They'll attempt to pass here and there to keep the defense honest so they can continue running the clock out. The Giants don't have the weapons to do that. And I know I don't want to go on a tangent here, so I'll cut it off short. But a lot of people keep saying how the Giants don't need to trade because Jackson Dart put up 30 points 2 weeks in a row against top defenses. Think about what he could be doing with a weapon. He could be doing more. And why are you making Jackson Dart put up 30 points with garbage receivers? Why are you making life hard on him? And especially towards the end of the game when we're trying to close it out and you don't have guys to throw to in crunch time, you're throwing the Bo Collins downfield, you're going to wind up giving the ball back. You have to be able to have receivers, and a big part of that is that's why we couldn't be able to close the game is because sometimes you're going to mix in a pass here and there to keep the defense honest, and we don't have the receivers to do that. So the Giants just tried to run the clock out, and we weren't able to do it. And they naturally let their foot off the pedal. They left their foot off the pedal, and then they were like, "Oh, we gave up a fluky touchdown, the Troy Franklin touchdown. Oh, we gave up a fluky touchdown. We'll be fine." And then then it just domino effect. Then Jackson Dart threw the interception, and then shit got real. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in awe how that happened. I was so happy in that game. For it to be ripped away from you is what it's like being a Giants fan, man. Really.
It's kind of insane because I don't know if it was back to back with the two tipped touchdowns, but I don't know if the interception was back to back, but it felt like it. We had the tip touchdown, the Broncos, then we had our own tip touchdown, which was way better. And then if it wasn't the next drive, it was like the next two drives, the interception happens. You're just like, this game is getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Mm-hmm. But KB, I agree with you. We don't got the receivers, but it also looked like they stopped using the tight ends in the receiving game in the second half as well, which was working in the beginning.
I think a big problem is, and listen, you could blame Brian Dable for this. You could blame Mike Kafka for this. They tried playing more so keep away. They tried to chew clock. They didn't try to put their, keep their foot on their throats, which my philosophy, I'm no coach, guys, and obviously I'm just a freaking dude that makes YouTube videos. I'm no coach. I'm no philosopher, a football philosopher. If I was a coach, maybe this means nothing to you guys. I do not care about going big against a team. Yeah, I don't care about that. I am going to destroy you. If I had the opportunity I'm going to put 50 on you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to keep putting 50 on you. And naturally, what football teams do is that they take their foot off the pedal because you know why? They're scared that they go too big. Like say Jackson Dart airs it out 40 yards downfield, boom, interception. It could change the game. What happened was we didn't do enough, and that's what changed the game. Teams got to stop playing scared. Now, I don't care about any other team. I care about the Giants. This team needs to stop playing scared because it's happened too many times that we lose the game because of it. And it's happened with multiple regimes. Why can't we just get a coaching staff that just does not care and wants to rip it for a 50 burger? I don't understand that. Look at Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is the ultimate I do not give a damn coach. He'll go for it on 4th and 15, bro. He don't care. And this is the reason why they're one of the best offenses in the NFL for like 3 years now. They keep scoring points, and they do not care. That's what the Giants need to do, man.
I'm going to sound like a boomer when I say it. That's how football should be.
Yeah.
That's what real football is. I agree with you. I never got it because it's like, why are we showing – this isn't a medieval battle where we got to show honor to our opponent. Bruh, kill them.
Exactly.
Make sure that they can't – make sure even if we throw an interception, like you said, even if we throw an interception, make sure that it doesn't matter because of how far we're up. That's what it is to me. We got also another thing you got to realize, KB, we played an amazing game against the Eagles. I feel like whether this is on Brian Dable or Mike Kafka, I feel like they got a little too full themselves because they said to themselves, we basically ran the clock out with 5 minutes left against Philly. You can't apply that to every single team, I don't think. I think that's you getting full of yourself as a coach, is thinking, all right, we got 6 minutes left. We could run the clock out. Can't apply that to every single team. You got to approach it with different mentalities. I feel like you can't just feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this happen exactly the way it happened last week.
Teams have to stop, especially the Giants. They have to stop looking at the scoreboard and then the time left on the clock and saying, all right, let's change the way we play the game. Play the game the way you've been playing the game. Forget about what the score is. Forget about what the time is. Play the game the way you've been playing the game, and you will finish the game with a W.
Yeah. I'm going to switch the topic because the very next negative thing is just going to be coaching. And so I do have a whole topic for coaching. So I am going to switch it, but I don't know how you can defend this. So I want you to go ahead and do your thing, I guess.
I will. So I'm not necessarily like defending like as if Shane Bowen did not fumble the game. Okay. I think the only thing we can really blame Shane Bowen on right now is those three rushers, right? Three rushers.
And that is why I chose that specific thing for the meme.
Look, get this. Here's why we did this. That Dallas game, there's a Mandela effect that in that Dallas game we had three rushers out there. We had four. So I think Shane Bowen big brained it, thought too hard about it, and said, we lost this game in this exact situation because we rushed four and we didn't have enough guys back there defending the pass.
Who was the four on the field, though?
It was our main guys. I get it. It was our main guys out there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was the final things of the game.
I still have the old meme. We can check because I have that play pulled up.
You'll have to wait till Sunday.
Talk to the hand.
The freaking hand is in the way.
Yeah, it's also way too blurry to tell. It's genuinely too blurry to tell.
I would assume.
Not to interrupt you, but if you saw what I circled on that one, it was the giant gap left in the middle. Versus where I circled was this one was the 3. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Shane Bowen big brained it, and he said, "All right, we're just gonna rush 3 at this time and try to cover downfield." So I get where his head was at. I really do, because you always want listen, the defensive backs are not good, especially in crunch time. They're not good. You got Deontay Banks out there. I think he knew that and said, we need to have more people out there. And honestly, bro, look at both plays. It was good coverage. They just completely lost all their brains. Drew Phillips lost all his brain cells on that play that first play downfield. And I explained to this. I just recorded a video. I explained this on the video. The play was a dagger concept, guys. Dagger concept is when you have the outside receiver running a deep dig, and then you have the slot receiver running a streak. The streak, the clear out is supposed to get everybody away from the dig, right? It's supposed to clear out to get people to get away from the dig. Bo Nix even admitted he threw the dig route. He threw it so inaccurately, it ended up going to the clear out. Nobody ever throws to the clear out. And I guess Drew Phillips didn't even know he would throw to the clear out because he wasn't even paying attention. He wasn't paying attention. He was staring right at Marvin Mims.
I remember both of us saying, he's right there. He just didn't turn his head.
He just looked right at him. It looked right. He was in shock. He caught the ball. Bo Nix even said that ball wasn't even for Marvin Mims. It was for Cortland Sutton. And it was completely inaccurate. And how do they still complete the pass? And then the last play was Cortland Sutton on that fade route, and Deontay Banks was there. You gotta make a play, Deontay. You're tight coverage. That's been his problem the entire time. He's there, but never makes a play. So this is why I say I'm not blaming Shane Bowen as much as I don't care who's out there. Now, this is why I was going to bring up a comparison that I want to save till now. Guys, we just saw last night, the Detroit Lions completely shutting down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. You know who they had out there? I couldn't even tell you. Those DBs I've never heard of in my life. They're top 4. I kid you not, guys. They're top 4 defensive backs. The Detroit Lions' top 4 defensive backs are out. We're out. They still won the game and held the Buccaneers to 9 points. I don't care who's out there. Go make a play. You had this random guy on the Detroit Lions. His name is Maulette. I had never heard of this guy in my life. He willed himself to an interception, ripping a ball away from Cade Otton. That's how you play. Doesn't matter who is out there. Doesn't matter the name on the back of the jersey. Go out there and play. And on top of that, Deontay Banks is a former first-round pick. You're not talking about a guy that was on the practice squad, a guy that's been a journeyman in the NFL that is just getting his start. This is a former first-round pick. So when I hear these guys saying, oh, well, this is on Shane Bowen because he should know the guys that are back there. Guys, he put He called, in my honest opinion, he called the right play. He called the right play. These guys were there. It was perfectly designed for them. These guys were there. They could not make a play. They were sleeping. They were gassed out. You know, and they could not force incompletions. They were perfect. Perfect. I'm pretty sure they were perfect on both their drives too. Their last 2 drives, I'm pretty sure Denver was perfect on their completion downfield, which is nuts. Nuts.
Now I'm about to make you go on another rant, because can I not say, as a fan looking at this game, can I not say, all right, Shane Bowen, the players should have made a play. Aren't you the one coaching them in practice?
Yeah,
aren't you the one that's in charge of their development?
At the end of the day, those results always end up on the coaches. I don't disagree with you, Kush. This is why I'm saying I am not completely getting the blame away from Shane Bowen. But I don't want Shane Bowen to distract.
Drive to be the only person.
Yes, I don't want Shane Bowen to distract everybody else from what really happened down there, where these guys were in position to make a play. Drew Phillips could have picked that ball off. Okay? He was in position. He was not paying attention. That's on him, not Shane Bowen. Deontay Banks was there for that slot fade. They freaking called man coverage. That's what I want from Shane Bowen. I can't be mad at Shane Bowen when he's doing what I want. They got away from the soft zone shit. They're playing man coverage now. Now go make a play. And you can't do it. Listen, it is what it is, but shit, man.
2 questions. One of them is, the first one is going to be very short. If Paulson Adebo is in there, what happens?
To be honest, I don't know. I know that Drew Phillips is a slot corner. Marvin Mims was in the slot, so Paulson Adebo wouldn't have been there. Now the Tay Banks one, the Tay Banks one, Paulson Adebo's specialty is press man coverage. Could have been an incomplete pass. Could have been. I can't say for sure, but it could have been. Now Paulson Adebo hasn't been playing to a A+ level that I could confidently say he would have made a play on the ball. But I'll tell you what, he would have had a better chance. And I'll tell you what, that Troy Franklin touchdown wouldn't have happened either. I would say that for sure. I'd say confidently Paulson Adebo defends that pass.
Who some people, and I'm not even saying this as a joke or as a bit, I can't remember if you've been disappointed with Adebo so far this season or not, but I know some fans have.
I have for sure.
I think he's been better than what has the credit he's been given this season.
I guess now we're seeing it because now Deontay Banks is forced to be out there.
Literally came
now
in
we're
and you're
seeing
like,
it.
oh my God. Yeah.
But I've noticed it more so, and I've been slacking on my film stuff, but I've been noticing more so when I do watch him out there in broadcast and on film, he really gets beat on crossers a lot. Routes like drag routes, crossing routes, dig post routes, in breaking routes where off the snap you're breaking inside. I've noticed that he just completely gets burnt on there because he's playing too close. He plays very risky. We knew that. We talked about that when we got him. It's like Paulson Adebo is a very, very boomer bust corner, and I love him for it. I do love him for it. He takes a lot of risk. He does not care. But the thing is, man, when they notice that in you, and they start targeting that, it could be really bad. And Paulson Adebo hasn't been extraordinarily bad, but he just hasn't been playing up to par. That's all. That's what I would say.
He hasn't had as many booms as he has busts so far this season. That's what it is.
I agree.
But he's also, I think, for a lot of time, he's also just kind of been on par. And then once again, that kind of comes back, as you said, with what we see Deontay Banks stepping in for him. We see immediately how good that he has been. The second question, and the more, well, I'm kind of going to answer it for you. But, like, is it a coaching collapse? Yes. Is it still a coaching collapse? Even with all that you said on that final drive? Yes. Because why? They scored 30 points before that in like 5 minutes leading up to that. Does that come back to the same thing we've been complaining about week in, week out, KB, which is the bend but don't break broke for those 30 points? Or was there something else?
Say that question again. It kind of cut off.
You're good. I said before we get to the final drive, which was the only thing you were kind of not necessarily defending, but giving more context to. Yes, it was a coaching collapse, but was it because the thing we've been complaining about all year long, which is the bend but don't break, it broke, or was there something else? Is it just another case of it broke? Like, it could be that.
It could. The thing is, I don't even want to say that it broke because we didn't even get a chance to see the bend but don't break. They just completely shattered. Like usually bend but don't break is you allow the small stuff downfield, right? You allow the 5-yard outs, you allow the flat
They were getting
the
down
flat
there
routes,
quick,
curl routes,
man.
but they just fucking aired it out. You know what's crazy? Bend but don't break means that you shouldn't be allowing deep passes. Bend but don't break means you give them all the short stuff and you make the offense have more plays downfield to make it harder for them to score. The whole point of bend but don't break is to play back and don't allow deep chunk yards downfield. And they just did it. They just did it. So I really think, I personally, Coach, I'm telling you right now, just based on what we saw at the collapse of that game, I really think it was on player error. I'm gonna give Shane Bowen credit for coaching his second good game. I am, because he really pitched a shutout throughout those 3 quarters, and the fourth quarter they just collapsed. Now I know it might not be the popular opinion. That's okay. People can disagree, and I don't even blame you. I'm just looking at it from a different angle, and I'm just saying, hey, when I'm watching these plays, these guys are there. They're in position. It's not like there's a blowing coverage, because there isn't. We haven't had a blowing coverage like that at all. Everybody's there. They're just not making the plays.
I'll say this. I'm going to disagree with the blanket statement of like absolving Shane Bowen for this game, because I think, yeah, it's on the players. And you brought up, I think, good points for that last drive. But 30 points in 5 minutes, or like a little less than 5 minutes, is absolutely on coaching as well, especially based off of just the sample size of what we had this guy over the past 2 years. And I don't think you're going to say Shane Bowen shouldn't be fired. I'm pretty sure you're still on the this guy needs to go train. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like it's still the this guy needs to go train. Like,
listen,
no matter what.
two games would never make me say you got to keep him now after 2 years of trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like I said, that's probably, we don't disagree much on the pod, but I mean, we still have good conversations, but I am going to respectfully disagree with the take of, you think it's more player error. I'm going to put this one on the man that I hate, and I admit that I do hate him. Now, KB, the reason the other guy is here in Brian Daboll isn't even because of the offensive collapse we talked about earlier in the segment. I put him here for 2 other reasons. One, and I guess I can't blame him for this, but one, he straight up said, no, we're not thinking about a coaching change at defensive coordinator. Like, I know you're not going to say that as the head coach. I don't think in any sport in the history of sports as a thing has ever said, yeah, I'm going to fire my defensive coordinator. So it's not like I'm expecting him to go out and say that. I'm just mad. I'm a petty fan that's mad. I'm like, are you serious? You don't even need to say it, man. You can ignore the question if that's what was asked. But don't go out there on the podium and tell me you're not going to fire the guy that's been the worst coach on your coaching staff for the past 2 years.
He's not going to say that, though, yeah.
That's what I said. Never in the history of sports is that going to happen.
And people, and shame on people for thinking that he would actually do that. Like, there are people on Twitter like I can't believe he would say something. Bro, come on. He's not going to say that.
Never in the history of any sport on mankind on planet Earth is that going to happen, and never has it ever happened. But the second reason, KB, and the main reason he's on here, KB, is because the kicker situation comes back to him. Yes, it comes back to Joe Shane. It comes back to Joe Shane as well, but it more so comes back to Brian Daboll.
I would say it more so goes back to Joe Shane.
This is why I'm saying it more so comes back to Brian Daboll. Because for 3 freaking years in a row, you're entering the year knowing you have an issue at kicker and not having a backup plan. The roster management, after you're provided the players, is on the head coach. 3 years in a row, we've entered the season knowing that this is an issue. And this has been, it's like each year it got worse, KB. It's literally like each year it got worse and worse and worse. Once again, how do you award the job to Jude Mekatame if you can't trust him to kick past the 40? That's on you, Brian Daboll.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's on here.
I agree. I agree. But my thing is, okay, one thing I could say is, what happened in that kicking competition?
Jude sacrificed his younger sister. I have evidence of this. In a blood ritual.
Are you saying this because he's a Jew? Because he's a freaking ginger?
Wait, what did you? Yeah, you slipped. What?
I think I have it. I think I have in my head. I think I have in my head what Jaden said earlier. Do you hear what Jaden said earlier? He called him Jude, like with Jude. Listen. Listen. How many things you got here? Oh my god. How many sound bites do you have?
He's gonna unintentionally get us canceled, and it's gonna be so he doesn't.
I think you said the sell the soul thing because he's a ginger. That's what I meant to say.
Listen, but I agree with you. What the hell went down in this kicking competitions, bro?
This is where I have to shift. This is where I could say that they spun the way. Yeah, I know. I think bro. Jude is a DEI hire, bro. Absolute DEI hire. Okay.
You really
definition.
All right.
Cool. Definition of DEI hire. Okay, because there's no way.
Back for 8 weeks, guys.
There is no way. There's the Green Bay kicker right now. If you guys don't know, everyone in the audience, the Green Bay kicker is 7 for 7 on field goals so far this season, and he worked out with the New York Giants. And Jude McAtomney beat him in a kicking competition. And by the way, Younghoe Koo, who is on the practice squad right now, who I liked, and sure has missed some key kicks in his career, but is a veteran and has been one of the best kickers in the NFL.
Kicker,
yes, NFL kicker, veteran.
Beat out Rutgers. He lost,
and he can't. And you're telling me that he could not beat the backup kicker for Rutgers? Huh? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
They didn't even give him a chance, KB. You know why? Because I saw this tweet from Ari Meroff earlier today. This week, Graham Gano is eligible to come off IR. So you're telling me we had Younghoe Koo on our roster for 3 to 4 weeks. It's probably 3.
For nothing.
They give him a single freaking chance to have Jude come in and cost us multiple games.
We got Eagles fans in here. What's up?
We didn't even give Koo a chance.
The thing is, bro, I don't know if I want Graham Gano to come back, bro.
Oh no, listen, respect to you, Graham Gano. Get the fuck off of my team, brother.
And we've been big, and we've been Graham Gano
so
enthusiast. Yeah,
the Ganomatic.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, come on, man.
Back to the days, man.
I know. What was that? 2022 days?
That was 2022. Oh my god, man. Listen. I was pushing Graham Gano as the best kicker in the NFL agendas at one point. Leave my
He's
team.
He's caused this. He caused this. Bro.
He's caused this, and he's cost us a lot of games. Let's not forget that. Before he's gone down, he's cost us games.
Yovraj says, bro, we just need both Koo and Gano active for this game. Let's not risk it. Listen. You won't hear an argument from me, brother. Do it. Deactivate one of these fucking useless linebackers that you're only going to use for special teams and give me 2 kickers.
As long as you keep Swayze Bozeman, I have no issue.
Swayze Bozeman is on IR, brother. He's gone. His season's over already. Bro, we cannot get an inside linebacker to stay healthy, bro. And apparently Micah McFadden is going to be out longer than we expected.
I think he's out for the year. I'm not going to hold you.
At that point, just put him on IR. I don't understand.
I think he's out for the year.
Do you know he's
out for the year?
Is he still not? Is he on IR or not?
A quick Google search that I'm about to do right now, and I'll tell you. Is King Micah on IR? Google doesn't know who King Micah is,
yes. Bro. You put King Micah. He is on IR. He got put on IR when the Giants signed kick returner Xavier Gibson, who is already not on the team anymore. He never even got to play.
Oh my god. He was put on the IR list on 9/11? Yeah, bro, he's gone for the season. That's a sign. He's gone for the season.
Who's trying to get canceled? Who here is doing the canceling right now? Come on.
It's you, brother. It's you. It's you. All right. Oh man. Where were we? Oh yeah, Brian Dable. What was the glazed defense you had for him? Because you said you had a defense for him too.
The clock management at the end of the game. Okay, I'm going to mention a name here. I'm going to name drop here. Cop Hizzle. All right, I'm going to name drop Cop Hizzle. He made a video earlier today talking. Bro, he went off on Brian Dable. And he's saying, you do this in Madden. You do this in Madden. You burn the clock down all the way down to 10 seconds and you run the ball in. Do you know this isn't a video game? Do you know who we are? We are the New York Football Giants. We find a way to fuck up everything. You're telling me that you expected the Giants to take a knee on first down at the 2-yard line, wind the clock down to 15 seconds and call your timeout, and then the Giants score? Do you not know who we are? There would have been a false start. There would have been a holding to move us back. And then we will have no timeouts. And you know they're going to run it from the 2 because you'll be stupid to pass from the 2. So they're going to run it from the 2, probably do another quarterback draw. Say Jackson Dart doesn't get in there. They got to get set in less than 10 seconds to run it again. You think they were going to do that? I'm sorry. 10 times I know the results of this game. The results of this game, the Giants lost. I would still QB draw at 40 seconds and get a touchdown. I would still score. You know why? Because when you play not to lose, you always lose. When you play keep away, it keeps you away from a win. It winds up keeping you away when you play keep away. So this whole thing where, we're just gonna secure the win. Secure what? We didn't secure shit. Have they not seen the entire game? You didn't secure shit. You can't just have the audacity to take a knee. And say, well, we'll just score this time. You don't know that. You don't know that. And then what would have been the case? What would have been the case after the game? Brian Dable is such an idiot. How he should deserve to be fired. How come they didn't score when they had an opportunity to? Instead, they took a knee, and then they had a false start, and then they had they weren't able to get in the end zone. They had no timeouts left. That would have been the storyline. My philosophy is, like I said earlier, stop playing scared. You go out there and you tell your quarterback, go win me the game. And you know what he did? Superman. In there to win the game. To win the game. He didn't lose you the game.
Fine speech. But that's how losers think, KB. Everything you just said is how losers think. I'm not saying we go out there and we take a knee. I'm saying we had less than a minute on the clock. And you're telling me you couldn't waste 50 fucking seconds?
There was 40 seconds left.
Oh wow, that's even better.
Okay.
That's even better.
Okay, let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question.
I let you speak.
All right. I wasn't done. All right, go.
It's my turn. I let you go off for 40 minutes about a loser mentality. I can't believe I'm hearing this from my co-host. He's talking about QB knees and some random Giants YouTuber on my channel. Listen.
I love that.
That's not
Somebody
the
clip
only
that.
way. That's not the only way to waste the clock, to run the timeout in a game. You could have got like a freaking West Coast outside run to Cam Scatterboo. Let him go down. Tell him, hey, listen, we know you can get in. That's your specialty. We saw it last game. We just need you to not get in for a play.
It's the same thing, but then it's the same thing. You intentionally go down. Say Cam Scatterboo. All right, say Cam Scatterboo had an open lane, right? Like you said, outside run, open lane. He could have got in for the touchdown, but he decides to go down early. And then the next play, they wind the clock down. They call their timeout. Now they have no timeouts. There's 10 seconds left. And then they decide to run it again with Cam Scatterboo because you ain't going to pass it from the 2-yard line or the 1-yard line. You run it again with Cam Scatterboo, and he fucking gets stuffed.
But that's a loser mentality.
I would have put a hole through my monitor, Kush! Because of the fact that they intentionally did not score when they had an opportunity to. That's what got me upset.
You gotta hear what I'm saying. You're literally thinking about how to lose the game. You gotta go in there with a dog mentality. You gotta go in there. Let's not forget, chat. This was the man that started sexually assaulting his camera on stream. That's the mentality you have to go in there with when you're in the huddle to win the game, to run the ball in.
Listen, and I don't regret it. Listen. All I'm saying is, you shouldn't be an NFL team. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? Just follow me here. You should not be an NFL team scared of giving up a game-winning field goal when the opposing team has 33 seconds and no timeouts left. In no world, no 32 team should be worried about that, except the fucking Giants. You shouldn't have to coach. You shouldn't have to big brain yourself into making sure there's literally 1 second left, because in that 1 second, they could win the game. That should not be a thought in their mind. That should not be a thought in their mind. But the Giants let it happen. And that's so unfortunate. Because I'm telling you right now, 31 other teams, I'm telling you right now, 31 other teams would have went in there for the touchdown. Guarantee it.
Guess what you just said? You just supported my claim. Because it's the Giants, they should know better. They should have ran the clock out.
But you don't coach the game. You shouldn't coach the game that way. That's scared. That's really coaching the game scared. When there's 33 seconds and no timeouts, dude, that's unheard of. That is crazy. You shouldn't coach the game that scared.
It's not unheard of, KB. QBs in their prime have done that. Aaron Rodgers in his prime was doing that basically weekly. Like, we've seen it before. I'm not comparing Bo Nix to him, but I'm saying as a coach, you got to keep in mind that running the clock out is something that 31 other teams in the NFL
Listen,
would try
if we needed a field goal, I'm completely with you. If we needed a field goal, you do what everybody else does. You wind that clock down to 3 seconds, you call your timeout, and then you put the game on the line for the kicker. That's fine. Touchdowns are harder than field goals. I would be so mad if the Giants had an opportunity to score, they intentionally took a knee, and then they couldn't score at the end of the game. I would be so mad. So allow your team to fight for itself. Allow your team to fight for itself. Go out there and go fucking win the game. I'm not telling my quarterback, who has been on a fucking heater this entire season, to go out there and take a knee and wait for another opportunity to score because we're too scared. Go out there and win the game, and let's fight for ourselves. And unfortunately, we lost. That's our problem. But I would never coach my freaking players to take a knee right there. Unless it's for a game-winning field goal, I understand. It's a touchdown. It's so hard to do, especially against one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. He barely got in there. What's to say that he gets stuffed again? And we don't have the receivers to throw to. Who are we throwing to? Wan'Dale Robinson? Theo Johnson, who can't fucking catch? You know what I'm saying?
Daniel Bellinger.
Okay, he's one target. He's one target. He's one
Jr.
target. Baby Gronk. But you guys understand what I'm saying? Go out there and win the game. If you're on offense, go out there and win the game and have your team fight for itself. I don't want to freaking do that and play the whole game clock thing, man. Go out there and win the game.
I've passed judgment on this coaching staff, and KB is not gonna like it.
I need to get what you had. That soundboard is so cool, man.
Listen, all I did in StreamYard, you could add sounds. That's all I did. But
okay, bet.
Listen, KB doesn't want to see Brian Dable go. Maybe he does now. I don't know. Maybe he's still on the Glaze train. But it's been no secret. I've kind of been out on Brian Dable and this entire regime.
I haven't shifted
before Jackson Dart came in, and stuff like this game. Even though there's valid points that KB is bringing up, I also brought up some valid points too with the kicker stuff and all of that and preparation. Stuff like this is what makes me say I still want them gone. Jackson Dart, being as great as he is, KB, is like a jangling a key in front of us. It's like a jangling keys for this regime to stay. If Jackson Dart is as great as he is, and I'm already buying stock on him to say, yes, he's as great as he is, KB, it doesn't fucking matter who his coach is. He's going to get it done.
I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. That I know a lot of people say like Brian Dable and Jackson Dart are like two peas in a pod and they're meant for each other or whatever. If the Giants do wind up going in another direction, I think Jackson Dart will be fine. I think, especially if they get a great offensive mind like freaking Clint Kubiak. Is it Clint?
Yo, give me somebody from the KOC tree who I think is from either the Shanahan or McVay tree. I think he's from the McVay tree, but give me somebody from KOC. That man's a QB guru. All right, give me somebody from the McVay tree. He's been undefeated basically.
Kush just called him a cute QB guru, though. I just want to let you guys know he just called him cute. So I'm not gonna let you slide on that one, buddy. He's out here trying to rizz up our new. Oh God!
Listen, hear me out. Can I chat? You know what? And this is guess what, KB? This is the perfect segue to what. Remember, one of the topics tonight was just talk to chat. I know this doesn't say talk to chat, but I'm like, this was a random topic we could throw in. Chat, let me fantasize with you guys for a second. Come in close, KB. Come in close. All right, coming close.
Oh God, don't do.
John Harbaugh gets fired.
Oh, you're trying to take my
Where's-
idea, you bitch.
All right, no, all right. You know what? I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that.
No, keep saying it.
No.
Keep saying it.
Mike Tomlin gets fired. They're tired of all the 8-10 seasons, all
I'm
the
listening.
9-7 seasons,
I'm
or whatever
listening.
the hell it is. All right, and he's like,
The
"All right,
ultimate team up.
guess what? I'm gonna go to one of the most historic franchises in the league and restore them, or John Harbaugh." That's my fantasy. I'm just fantasizing for a second.
So you're saying John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin join forces on the Giants? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no! I'm saying one or the
Oh.
other. They're definitely not gonna join forces. One of them, they're gonna get a head coach. This is not no freaking Cliff Kingsbury getting fired, man. These are two legends getting fired. All right, they're immediately getting a job if they want it.
Who would you
just
say?
saying,
John
I'm a fan
Harbaugh,
side.
right?
I think he's more. Although it's crazy to say, but I think if I had to bet on one of them getting fired, it would be him, just because
Mhm.
Tomlin has literally never had a losing season, which is so crazy to think about to this day. Like he should be in
But
the
but
record books for that one.
but have the
Oh, yeah.
the thing is, like, let's be honest with ourselves. As much as we love Mike Tomlin, I think he's a Hall of Fame head coach. Have the Steelers ever been serious in the AFC? When was the last time the Steelers were serious in the AFC? Like
I'd
people are
probably
like,
say
oh,
like
they're a threat.
2020, like 5 years ago, 2020, I'd say.
2020 with Mason fucking Rudolph
No, Ben was still there
in
in
2020.
2020. Yeah, was Ben not still there? Am I tripping?
Yeah, you're right. Because
That was
he
the year.
beat
That
us.
was the year he had like
He beat us in
5,000
week
yards or
one.
something, right?
He beat us in week one.
Yeah, he had like 5,000 passing yards that
Yeah.
year or something crazy like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they went 11-0. You're right. You're absolutely right. But
Mhm.
like, the Steelers are never really a threat.
I agree with you. That's why I'm saying that he might get fired. Maybe I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's a lukewarm take for sure. But if I had to bet on one of them, I would 100% bet on Harbaugh being gone, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. And I would
Yeah.
love for him to come to my team. But if we're going to stick in fantasy land for a second, KB,
Mhm.
Giants Twitter, for anybody that's not on Giants Twitter, I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat right now is part of Giants Twitter. We know they love Jesse Minter. But who do you like as like a potential next head coach? Like somebody that's not John Harbaugh.
It's crazy because I think I'm finally leaning towards the experienced coaches. I just don't know who would be out there right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I've always thought John Harbaugh. I haven't really expanded out of that because I don't know who. Maybe Cliff Kingsbury, but I don't know if I want to give Cliff Kingsbury another
I'm
shot.
not giving him a chance.
You know what I'm saying?
And if that comes back to bite me in the ass, so be it. I would rather give whoever
I agree with
the
you.
hell- Yeah, I'd rather give whoever the hell is the OC for the Vikings, the Rams, the Niners, the Seahawks. I'd rather give them a chance before I give Cliff Kingsbury a chance.
I agree with you. So it's like I don't really know who used to be former head coaches that are going to be available. I have no idea.
A lot of them are defensive guys.
I would love
and I think
maybe
I was gonna say
Spags to come back.
a lot of them are defensive guys, but unfortunately, I think a lot of those defensive guys are kind of content and they realize, I should be a DC. I'm gonna stick as a DC. Like I think that's what it is.
So but I think a really hot name right now is Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator for Seattle.
He's a super hot name right now.
Yeah, or Garrett Nussmeier's dad. I don't know his first name.
What does he do?
He's the OC for New Orleans.
Uh,
Bro, they out there competitive with fucking Spencer Rattler.
All right, I'd rather take somebody like I said from the teams I just mentioned: Vikings, Rams, or Niners, or Seahawks.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But I heard Garrett Nussmeier is like a really he's really high.
Aaron Glenn, you one and done, buddy. Just come across the locker room.
No, I don't even think I want Aaron Glenn to be honest with you.
That's our DC. He's gonna go back to DC.
DC. Oh yeah. One and
One
done,
buddy.
Yeah.
Come
I'll take
redeem
Aaron
yourself
Glenn.
right across the locker room. You don't
Bro,
even gotta sell your house.
Shout out. I want to give a huge shout out to freaking former New York Giants legend. And I say that tongue in cheek. But Kelvin Shepard. Kelvin Shepard, the DC for Detroit. First of all, I didn't even think that he would make it that far because he was not a good linebacker in the NFL. And he was like a depth guy for us that we had to make start in like 2015 or something like that, coming from the Jacksonville Jaguars. But shout out Kelvin Shepard.
We had like Kerry Wynn on the team.
Huh?
That's back like when we had Kerry Wynn on the team.
Yeah. We're talking like 2014, 2015 days. That's when Kelvin Shepard was on the team. And so now he's a DC for Detroit Lions. And he has those guys playing out their minds. First of all, he blitzes heavily. He has that's another thing we don't talk about too with Shane Bowen is that he doesn't disguise his freaking coverages. So quarterbacks aren't confused, but he disguises coverages, he blitzes his guys, and he puts those DBs in such a good position to make plays, and they do, bro. Like I said, that was a really good kind of something to put on your resume as a coach, as a defensive coordinator. Kelvin Shepard, the way he played last night, the way he had those players playing last night was incredible. That was an all-time defensive performance, guys. All-time.
I'll say this. It's no coincidence that 2 of the 3 main coaches for the Detroit Lions are Giants legends.
Yeah,
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, former third-round pick.
Kelvin Shepard, Giant linebacker.
Yeah.
Come home.
Start of the 2016 season. Interesting. I thought it was 2015, Nova. Well, when did he join the Giants? I know Iwani Ungo was 2015. Yeah, Iwani Ungo was 2015. Oh, my God. I hated him because of how he gave up that touchdown to Jason Witten in week 1. That comeback victory by Tony Romo. I hated him, Iwani Ungo. I don't care that he had 2 interceptions.
But, hey, man, chat, what do y'all want to talk about? Otherwise, it's going to be a very short section. Like I said, I did, we could have a short positive thing right here. These are not all of the best players on our team, but these are 3 of the best players on our team. Shout out to Abdul Carter, who cannot catch a break.
Bro,
Swear to God,
was a penalty. It was
They
a penalty. Yeah, it would have been a sack. It was a penalty on the Broncos that took off his sack. That's crazy.
Maybe I'm too soft as a coach. I'd have been like, hell nah, man. Give my guy his sack. We're going to refuse that penalty.
Usually it's like, he had a sack taken away because some stupid defensive back was holding downfield. No, it was on the Broncos, and oh man, that's sad. That's so sad.
If we were a winning team, Brian Burns would be in talks for Depoy. He actually did something on Nick Benito, and he has the lead in the NFL right now. Still, with the week is officially
No, but
over.
I think he's still in the running because remember, Myles Garrett is always in the running, and he's on the Cleveland Browns. So
and as much as I love Brian Burns, Myles Garrett's just a different tier.
I know, I agree. But if you put up the numbers, you put up the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He also leads the NFL in tackles for loss.
Yes, he leads them in both sacks and tackles for loss. I just haven't seen much talk about it. Maybe I'm not too in tune with general NFL Twitter, general NFL social media.
He's getting recognized.
Nobody mentioned it. But yeah, no, he should be getting recognized more. Can we please extend Jermaine? I don't know what the hell Joe Shane is doing, bro. That's another reason I'm just done with this dude. Simple moves like this. We should have extended Jermaine last year. We were here last year talking about this, KB. Why are we extending Jermaine and Luminor?
Crazy opinion, bro. Crazy opinion. Maybe you will not like me for this. Extend Jermaine Illuminor, extend Cordell Flott, and extend Wan'Dale Robinson, and extend Micah McFadden.
What is there not to like?
You're in agreement?
Yeah.
You want to resign Wan'Dale Robinson?
Unfortunately,
I think. Hey, everybody, we're making a believer in him. We're making a believer in him.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yo, he be putting up numbers, bro.
You are not giving him a contract that's more than Darius Slayton's contract, bro.
No. I'm talking 9 million, 10 million.
That's what I'm saying. You got to give him 10 million a year at most.
Yeah.
Now, here's the reason why. Because as you said, he's been our most reliable receiver. I can't fault him for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's been our most reliable receiver, but he's not nothing let's not act like he's nothing special. What's hilarious though is if he leaves the Giants, I guarantee you he's gonna go somewhere and become a 1,000-yard receiver. Yeah. I guarantee you he's gonna go to the Rams.
Is Bellinger's contract up already?
Yeah, he was drafted in 22.
Oh, he was too. I would extend him. I would definitely extend him. But it's not going to be. Guys. I'm definitely extending Bellinger, but hopefully he don't want a lot.
I don't think he would because he hasn't had a chance to put on.
Because trust me, if I could, he's my starter. Trust me, if I could, he's my starter.
Oh, yeah.
But you know that he's not going to be.
Oh my God, KB, can we talk about what the hell? Like Theo Johnson is literally Evan Ingram reborn for the Giants. He has the occasional play and the occasional catch, and they love him because of his athleticism and size. But he cannot consistently catch. This is literally Evan Ingram all over again, KB. How are we not seeing this? How is the Giants not seeing this?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. He drops the easy catches but makes the tough ones.
But every player you just said plus Jermaine and Kayvon. Like I think,
And
I think
Kayvon too, bro. We have a lot of people to resign. But isn't that, bro? That's such a good. It's a good thing. I know people. A lot of people are more excited about new free agent acquisitions. It's a good thing when it's acceptable to resign the players that you already have. That shows you you're building something. Because at the end of the day, you
So
want to resign the
let's
players
list it
you
off
already
again.
have.
Let's list it off again. Cordell
Uh-huh.
Flott, Micah McFadden, Wandale Robinson. Who was the fourth guy you mentioned in that original four?
Jermaine.
No, Jermaine wasn't in that four. That
Yeah,
you
Jermaine
listed.
was the first one. I said Jermaine first. I said
Oh, I'm
Jermaine.
tripping. I didn't hear that.
I said
Okay, so
Jermaine Cordell, Wandale, Micah, and then Kayvon and Bellinger.
Bellinger.
6 right there.
I would add. Who would I add in? That would be quote unquote up for an extension. I would low key throw a bone at John Runyon. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, but I
would throw a
don't
bone
want.
at him.
I don't want to pay him more than he's due. Like
I don't
than
want
he's
to pay.
made.
I wouldn't pay him more than what he's currently making. Basically.
Yeah, he
'Cause
would
he's
have
older
to. He
as
would have
well.
to take the same because you weren't good, buddy. Y'all forgetting about Evan Neal.
No, yeah, bro, because we're gonna trade him. We're sending him
Signing
and
trade.
Banks.
We're not
sending-
signing. We're not signing Evan Neal to trade him, guys. We're not signing Evan Neal to trade.
We're here. Listen, guys. What team is gonna refuse this package? Evan Neal, Deontay Banks, a cold McDonald's Sprite machine that will give you McDonald's Sprite anytime that you
Spicy
want,
Sprite? Nothing like a spicy Sprite.
for a crisp 5th-round pick. Who's turning that down? Just give me a 5th-round pick.
Give it a
That's it.
fifth. No.
That's it. Running, yeah, but you could still extend the player with years left on their contract.
Logie,
but,
should we ban you, Logie Bear? Should we ban you? I think we should ban him.
Listen,
Bro, listen.
shout out Bobby. Yeah, I remember you.
Graham Gano has overstayed his welcome here. Okay?
By 2 years.
Overstayed his welcome. We loved him. It's time to retire, brother. You're like 38 years old. It's
Go become
time
a
to go.
family man.
But yeah, I'm sure you have your family. Spend time with your kids, all right? Because they don't want to see you on the IR listing all the time. And then my dad plays for the Giants. Oh, who is he? Graham Gano. Oh, he never plays.
Graham Gano.
You idiot! I'm a Giants fan. Of course I know who Graham Gano is.
Oh no, I'm just beating the kid up because they're related to Graham Gano.
That's what I'm saying. The kid is gonna be like, oh, your dad's Graham Gano. I'm a Giants fan. This is for my team.
So Nova says I'd offer at least a bag of peanuts to Belton. He's good. Was he 2022 as well?
I'm not re-signing. Fuck Dane Belton.
I disagree. That's another thing I'm going to disagree on. I think your hate for Dane Belton should be placed back onto Wandale
Because
Robinson.
guys,
he's better than what you hate him for.
But guys, because he's good.
He said a bag of peanuts. He said a bag of peanuts.
I don't want to re-sign him. I want new safeties, bro. I don't even fuck Tyler Newbin and fuck Dane Belton, bro. I don't want the.
I got something you're going to love then.
Listen, Dane Belton.
No,
I will say
you're going to love this. Deontay Banks free.
You said what? What did you say?
Deontay Banks safety.
Bro, he doesn't look back for the ball as it is. Putting him at safety? Oh my god. Deontay Banks at safety? Oh no. Imagine asking Deontay Banks. Asking Deontay Banks to get down in the hole and make a tackle. And put his freaking shoulders down and make a play on a running back. Hell no. Deontay Banks ain't doing that.
Yo, remember when we used to say, after 2019, Daniel Jones broke up with his girlfriend, he wasn't the same, and I'm going to continue believing it.
Yeah.
After 2022, Deontay Banks changed his number, and he hasn't been the same.
Twice.
Go back to, what was it? What was his original number?
25.
Go back to 25, brother. You had your best year there. All right? And I've said this before. I'm going to sound like a boomer.
And God damn it, give number 2 the Jackson Dart, man.
No, I like JD6. No, I'm sorry. I like JD6 purely because of the fact I can say JD6 is greater than JD5.
All the Commanders fans, they like to say, I got 5 on it. Brokey, I got 6. I got 6.
6.
$5 bill plus a 1, plus a single.
But what was I gonna say? What was I saying, bro? Oh yeah. And I'm gonna sound like a boomer, KB. You've heard me say this take before. I don't know if everybody in the chat has heard me say this take before. I hate that NFL players hold on to their freaking past, their college and their high school days so much. I really do. It was a part of your life. It was nice, buddy. Grow up. You're starting you're starting your adulthood. Form new relationships. Stop teaming up
Damn.
10 years into your career to go with your college buddy. You've had 10 years and you haven't made any new friends. You haven't made any new connections, any new bonds with your teammates.
You're saying this anticipation for Malik Neighbors eventually leaving us for Jaden Daniels, huh?
That's so I wasn't even thinking that because I've had this opinion for years, and it goes with the college number thing. You're in the NFL now, buddy.
Let go of the
Form your
number.
own thing. Let go of the number. It's not that serious. And
Toe
I'm
said-
gonna think sounding like a boomer for that, man.
Toe said we thought the banks would be closed on Sunday.
The bank is closed on Sunday.
Yo, that
buddy,
was
'cause
the
he don't show up
ultimate,
for the games,
bro.
He don't
That
show
was
up
a
for the games.
that was an ultimate line, bro. That he just wasted.
Because
bro.
he had the name, just like how Greedy Williams had the name for a corner.
Mhm.
There's some people you got the name, but you just don't live up to it.
I know who does have the name. Jackson Dart.
He does.
That's a dart from Dart.
Oh my god. Chat, educate me. Who's the LSU or Alabama corner we should be looking at in this year's draft? Because I told KB, if we're drafting a corner, it better be out of those two schools. Otherwise, don't draft. Sign somebody.
You know what's crazy?
Go out
If we're
there
in
and sign
position,
somebody.
if you know what's crazy, if we're in position to get Caleb Downs, who's a safety, Ohio State safety, I would get him. He's supposed to be a top tier. He's like equivalent to like better than Kyle Hamilton coming out. So like I want him. So like I would take him and put him straight at starter. Tyler Nubin, goodbye.
Yeah. All right, KB. I think we spent enough time in this little weird section. Let's go to the last. It's kind of the last topic for tonight because at the end we kind of just do our picks.
Why you got the picture of Jalen Hurts just straight
I was
mocking
wondering,
at us, bro?
I wonder if you're gonna bring that up.
Bro,
I was
just
wondering if you're gonna bring that up,
just light skinning on us, bro. Just like
which is crazy because he's not even that light skinned. But I was genuinely wondering if you're gonna bring that up, and I put it on your side too, if you notice. I was wondering if you're gonna bring that up because when I was looking up pictures to make this, I just looked up Jalen Hurts. For some reason, this was the first result.
yeah,
I
because
laughed
he's a
so
straight
hard.
light skin, bro. He's the
laughed,
ultimate
bro.
light skin.
I laughed so hard that I was like, I gotta put it in. And you know what? Yuvraj, pause on this. Like, Jalen is a handsome dude. It's just so funny because of his fans, bro, and because he does stuff like this. It's so funny.
He speaks in IG captions.
Yeah. What's happened in this game, bro? This
I
could
said
go
this
either
on
way.
I said this on Roundtable, and I want to be like, take me serious when I say this. I really give Jackson Dart. I give the Giants to win every game that they're in because of Jackson Dart. He's shown me that.
Mhm.
Now, can the rest of the team freaking pick up the shit? I don't know. Let pick up the shit. I don't know. We'll see. But I do think this is gonna be a lot. Like already, like are we that far removed? It's been 2 weeks. Like we literally played the Eagles 2 weeks ago and whooped
One
their
and a half
ass
weeks
on.
ago.
Yeah, 1.5 weeks ago, and whooped their ass on national television. And I got everybody on Roundtable saying that this is going to be a multiple score blowout, and that the Giants are done, they're lost, or whatever, because of the crumble that they had. Do they not realize that the Giants just scored 32 points against one of the best defenses in the NFL with no receiver help? Is
What
Darius Slayton
injuries in our secondary?
is Darius Slayton coming back for this game?
I hope not, but okay.
I hope so. Like I don't want Bo Collins out there in crunch time. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Oh, you know what?
I'm gonna.
What's happening with the wide receiver trade, Mr. Shane?
Yeah, right.
Every day he gives me a reason to hate him because before the game, like right before the game, bro, it was either Saturday or early Sunday. The reports came out, oh, the Giants are not aggressively trying. They actually are not. They're pulling out of the wide receiver trade market. Every day, this man gives me a 13th reason why. Yo, I swear to God.
I'm telling you, bro.
Every day. What happened to that? What happened? I told you, man. I'd be happy with Jacoby Myers or Rashid Shaheed. They won't cost that much. And they would help, and I wouldn't have to rely on waiting for Darius Slayton to come back on my team.
Crazy, right? It's crazy how we're anticipating back Darius Slayton. And no disrespect to Darius Slayton, but like, come on now. But listen, in all seriousness, I do give the Giants a chance to win this game, and I do think it's going to be a close game. I do not envision the Giants losing by more than 2 scores. Now, I could come back to eat my words, but Jackson Dart has been competitive in every single game he's played. I know the New Orleans Saints game is one that's I guess a lot of people are going to focus on. I'm focusing on the games that he's won and lost with, the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Broncos. And I'm looking at that and I'm saying, you've shown me more that you can go out there and win a game more than you can go out there and lose a game. So I'm giving him a chance. We have some injuries. Javon Holland, Paulson Adebo, probably not playing.
Yeah.
That's a big issue. Big
It's
issue.
gonna be that alone, KB, because we saw, like we said earlier, yourself and some fans. I've been kind of on it, but like with good reason. With good reason. I'm not saying this to take a shot at you. With good reason, you guys were disappointed in Paulson Adebo's season so far until we saw how much he truly mattered on this defense.
Yeah.
If there's a game, I know AJ Brown actually probably had a bounce back game this week, I think, or the receiving game has picked up. If there's a game for him to truly explode, it'll be now that we have no secondary.
The Eagles exploded versus the Vikings, and they Jalen Hurts had his best game like in years. 326 yards, only had 4 incompletions, had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and I believe AJ Brown and Devontae Smith had both were over 100 yards. So that's going to be a real big challenge. Real big challenge. And especially having, the Eagles getting their top 2 receivers, back rolling and productive, and the Giants being down their top 2 receivers is like, it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm with you, though. As I said earlier, any game with Jackson Dart, I'm like, we got a shot. We got a chance.
Yeah.
We have a chance. I don't know if I could pick us to win this, man, because of what we just brought up. It looks like the receiving game is back on at the same time our secondary is injured to hell.
Yeah.
It looks like the receiving game is back on when our already downtrodden wide receiver core got even more injured.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't. What is Shane Bowen going to do? Because has he faced? Yes, he's faced the Eagles before, I guess, while they were while they were in their offensive run. But so far this season, he hasn't faced, other than the Eagles, a team that has like 2 explosive threats at wide receiver like this. So I don't know what he's gonna do with these second string players in.
I don't even want to think about that. That's for him to think about, not me. I'm not even gonna waste my time.
Is it a 1 o'clock
myself.
game?
It is.
That's why we lost the Broncos game, by the way, guys. It was a 4 o'clock game. If it was at 1 o'clock, we would have won. Oh my God, this one's at the link, isn't it?
It is. It is at the link.
Nah. Everything I'm saying right now, KB, that's how losers think. We're gonna win because we have Jackson Dart. Because remember what people were saying about the Eagles going to Thursday Night Football? Oh, they got an angry Eagles. They're coming off a Broncos loss. You're getting an angry Giants team. They're coming off a Broncos loss.
I hope so. I hope they're angry, bro. I hope they're so pissed off.
That's so pissed off at themselves.
Yeah. Go out there and win the game and get to 3-5, bro. Bro, can you believe that we will be right in the thick of it if they won that game? They would 3-4. They would have been right in the thick of the division, bro. Insane. Because Washington is now 3-4 as well. Washington 3-4. We would have been right there.
KB, we lost that Broncos game because I made a deal with the man above. I'm gonna be real with you. This is why we lost the Broncos game. I made a deal with the man above that we're gonna lose 2 more games but go undefeated. So
Sacrificed it.
I had to give up my left toe.
Damn.
It's been hard.
My boy's toeless.
And if the deal doesn't come through,
my boy standing 9 toes down.
Exactly. My whole leg is gone if the deal doesn't come through. But no, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm picking them because guess what? The superstition wore off. All of that. I'm gonna bank on the fact that Jackson Dart is gonna get us this game. I've said at the beginning of this stream, I said it last stream, the stream before. I'm fully bought in on this guy. I'm fully bought in on the fact that he's the second or third best quarterback in this division. Like after Dak. Like Dak is the best quarterback. But with the way Jaden Daniels been playing, I'm like Jackson Dart's had a better season.
Yeah.
And I definitely think he's better than Jalen Hurts. And any Eagles fans can clown me for that. Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. He is a good quarterback in a great team.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Dart is a great quarterback on a bad team right now.
On a bad team. Yep. with not a
I'm
lot
going
of
to
help.
count on the team with the better quarterback. A lot of y'all will say that's blasphemous.
He has the least amount of supporting cast than any of the other
In the
quarterbacks
entire
in the
division. And it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close. What's your score prediction?
I'm going to have the Giants losing. I'm going to have them losing 20, 27, 27-20.
I have the Giants winning. 38 to 32.
My man said, foot on
For the
throat.
first time this season, I'm laying my nuts out on the line, bro. 38 to 32. Giants.
I love it.
W. All right.
It.
Now, I mean, everybody said y'all have been here week in and week out. You know what we do at the end. It's not really even about anything serious at the end. KB, I think you took the lead, bro. Let me pull up the NFL games.
Bro,
here.
I think I had 12 wins this week, bro.
Because like I pulled up, I remember I went back and I changed and I had like some gambles. I'm like, I gotta take some gambles, and I don't think they paid off, bro. I'm gonna be so real. I think they backfired. Let me go ahead. Let me share the screen right here. You have your picks from last week pulled up?
Yeah, I do the pick'em thing, so it'd be easier for me to kind of count how much wins I got.
All right. Let me pull up from my notes app. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh my god, yeah, I picked the Steelers. That's an automatic L. Damn.
Yeah. Well, what week was this? It was week 7, right? Week 7.
Yeah.
All right, so we both don't get that Steelers one. I had the Steelers.
I think we both got the Rams, so that's a dub.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of my risks that didn't pay off. I took the Vikings.
Took the Vikings. I took the Vikings as well, so don't worry about that.
Took the Pats.
Yep, took the Patriots.
I took the Panthers.
Yep.
I took the Browns. Wow, what a
I took the Browns.
Two back-to-back Astor classes. Oh my god.
Yep.
Let me see. Saints, Bears. What did I do? I took the Bears. Who won? Oh, the Bears did win. Okay, cool.
You said the Chiefs already, right?
No, but I took the Chiefs
no.
next. Wow,
Okay,
I didn't realize that they
Bears.
just shut them out.
You took Bears. I took Bears as well.
Yeah, Bears.
Yeah,
and
that was a terrible game. The Chiefs game. The Raiders, like every time they showed up on red zone, it was like Geno Smith sacked again. Geno Smith, oh my god, it was terrible. Fourth down.
We both have the Colts, I'm assuming.
Let me double check. Yes.
I took
We're tied up at 6, by the way.
I think that you took the Broncos here, like on the pick 'em, did you?
No, I took.
Oh, you took the Giants?
I went all in. Yeah.
Okay. Packers.
You took the Giants?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Packers. Yeah, I took the Packers.
Cowboys.
They almost lost.
Yep.
Cowboys.
I mean, Arizona. It looked like they were going to come back, but it didn't come through.
Yeah.
I took the Niners. Was that one of my gambles?
It was.
Yeah.
I took the Falcons. Oh, he took the lead.
Well, for this week, I think I'm still behind by like 4 or 5. I took the Lions.
I took the Lions. No.
And I took.
No.
You took the Bucks?
No, you took the Lions.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then you're up 2 on me, man.
Okay, I'm guessing that was another one of my gambles right there, second to last.
Hold on for a second. Wait, let me pull up my notes app. Just so I can't say I'm lying. Oh no, I took the Bucks. That's on me.
I'm gonna guess that's that was one of my gambles. Okay, my gambles actually paid off. It looks like this week.
Nice, bro. You're up 2.
I took the Seahawks. I think we both took the Seahawks.
Yeah.
All right. So
you had a really good week, bro.
I will say he still has the lead, guy. So I might have to take some more gambles this week, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared. Yeah, let's tally it up. What is that at?
Let me just make sure I didn't fuck up. I thought I counted 12, but for me, but it says I got 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I got 10. I'm at 10. You're at 12.
Okay, so 12-3 to 10-5, right, for that week?
There was only one game. Oh, there was only one. Yeah, week 7, 10-5. Oh, awesome. That shows it right there. So 15 games were played. So 15 games were played, you're 12-3, right?
Yeah.
12-3, 10-5. Not bad, not too shabby. We're making a comeback. We're
Are
making a
you ahead by
comeback here.
3 or by 2 right now? Let's see when you add up the totals.
I'm ahead. Let's see. What's the totals at? I was at 59, right? Yeah, I was at 59. So that puts me at 69. Nice. 69 and 39. Okay. And then with you were at 54 and 39. So that puts you at, so plus 12 is 66 and 12 and 3. So 66 and 42.
So
you're at three
game lead,
games.
guys. I don't know. Okay.
By the way,
Here
guys,
are
there's
my
a tie.
strategy
There's
chat.
one game missing. It's the tie. I'm not going to count it to the end of the season. I'm not going to keep saying 69, 39, and 1. Like, there's a tie in there.
So here's my strategy then, guys. I'm not as behind as I was before.
He's
If I
catching
take
up,
a
bro.
gamble, it might be just 1 because I have time to catch up if it's just 3.
You do.
Because a
You
lot
do.
of our picks are the same.
You
A lot
do.
of our picks are the same. So I turned out better than I thought, but let's see how it goes here. Let's see. What's this?
Yo,
first
Raj, the
game?
thing is, there's not a lot of people in my freaking pick'em league. I got like 21 people in my pick'em league.
All right, Vikings.
Next year it's gonna be bigger.
Chargers.
I'll market it more next year. Yo, Raj, I
Yeah.
didn't market it that fast.
Can we talk about real sec about how goated Thursday Night Football has been this year, even with bad matchups like this?
Bro, and Thursday Night Football used to be ass. It's been good this year.
It's
and
not
I love the
completely-
broadcast. Thank God they got off. And it used to be NFL Network, right? It used to be NFL Network.
I think so.
Thank God it went to Amazon. And I like the NFL Network. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Ever since it went to Prime, maybe they do the scheduling for their games. I don't know, but bro, the games have been immaculate. Really good.
This year specifically, every single Thursday Night Football game has been like a classic.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say until I saw, this is a Thursday game, I was like, this is not gonna be a good matchup. Nope. If it continues like the other Thursday Night Football games,
yeah. Starting
It's
with
gonna be
week
good.
1, the Chargers and Chiefs game.
yeah.
That was good. That was a good game. All right.
Who do
all right,
I
so,
go here? This is the question for real.
Oh yeah, was it Chargers Chiefs the first game of the year? What was the first game of the year? I thought it was Chargers Chiefs, or maybe that was a Saturday Night Football. I don't know. I mean Sunday Night Football. Let's see, Vikings Chargers. Oh man,
This is
give me
interesting.
the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers here.
Haven't the Chargers been on a slide?
Yeah, they lost to the Colts, but they scored points to come back, but they weren't able to pull it off. But the thing is, the Vikings, man, it's like Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm taking the Chargers here. I'm taking the guy.
I'm just quickly looking. I'm like just checking.
Oh,
their
Chargers
last
Chiefs
three
was
games of
Friday.
both
You're
of them.
right, Nova. Thank you, Nova. That was a good game. Who was? Oh, Eagles Cowboys was awesome too. That was a good game. I forgot.
I
about
got
that.
you. I'm gonna look up. Is Carson starting this game?
Yeah, I don't. JJ ain't coming back.
He
for
is?
a while. I'm pretty sure Carson's still starting.
All right, then.
JJ's.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers then. Carson
know
had
what
like one good game and then he went back down to earth.
Yeah, let me be fair though. Let me look up JJ McCarthy's status just in case. I want that to influence your pick. McCarthy injury. When will JJ McCarthy come back? Concerning JJ, oh yeah, he ain't coming back.
All right, well, next one. We got Dolphins Falcons. I think we're both going Falcons. That's no brainer.
Anybody knows any specifics about JJ McCarthy? Anyway, Dolphins Falcons.
Falcons.
Bro.
Yo, the
Bro,
Falcons have like the number 1 defense in the NFL apparently. Like they're top 3.
I thought it was the
their
Texans.
defense.
I thought it was the Texans. I thought the Texans had number 1.
I didn't realize the Falcons defense was this legit. I've been missing out because I don't watch Falcons game. I'm like,
Me
what?
neither.
Who do they
I guess
have? Or is it just well coached?
Shit, I think it's well coached. They have Raheem Morris as their head coach, man. He's the he's a defensive guy, so maybe that's the reason. Yo, I could even name. I think Jesse Bates is still on the is a Falcon.
I can't name anybody on their team.
AJ Terrell.
He was a high pick. I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who else they got over there. To be honest with you,
This
guys.
is what's so
guys.
funny?
Who are their edge rushers right now?
I was gonna say because what's so funny, KB? The last time they had a great defense, you couldn't really name anybody on that either. Back in 2016, You couldn't really
Yeah.
name anybody that was on the 2016 defense, and they had a great defense then. It's just, coaching does wonders because they had obviously
Bro,
Dan Campbell.
I'll tell you this: Bijan Robinson solos, bro. Like you had that team just Bijan Robinson, and he beats the Dolphins, offense and defense.
Saquon
All
wishes
right.
he would be John.
All
Bears,
right.
Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Yeah,
We already
the
talked about how
Bears.
much Lamar Jackson matters to this team, and that's really what it just comes down
That
to.
is complete facts.
Jets, Bengals.
Oh,
my God.
a Joe Flacco
I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
revenge game. Joe Flacco
Yeah.
revenge game.
He has a revenge game against like half of the AFC teams.
I know, dude.
Has he ever been in the NFC?
I was just about to ask that question. Has he ever been in NFC? He's like strictly an AFC guy. He's like, no, I'm staying in this division because I want to play I want to play the Ravens one day. That's why he stays in the AFC North.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. They just benched Justin Fields too. I think the Jets. So I don't know what's going on over there.
Did they? I know they benched him during the game.
In my fantasy chat, somebody said maybe he was referring to the game, but
because I know Tyrod Taylor came in and he threw in 2 picks.
Bills Panthers. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is low key. I don't know.
No way you're doing this.
I don't know.
You know, the momentum says, it proves you right, but I'm going Bills here. I'm going to stick with what I know best. I'm going to say the Bills win here,
but the Bills, have they also not been on a slide?
No, they've been sliding too. You're right. And the Panthers kind of been a lot better. I think the Panthers are 4-3 right now, are they?
Oh my God, are they 4-3?
They got to be 4. I think they're 4-3.
I thought they had 3 wins, not 4. Oh my God, they're 4-3.
Oh my goodness. Go wait, click on them. Who did they beat?
They
I know they beat the Cowboys.
Straight.
They shellacked the Cowboys. They just beat the Jets. That's the team that benched. But this
is their last 3 wins. This is the last 3 wins. Obviously, the most impressive win here is the Cowboys. And then their one other.
Oh,
win
they freaking
when they
skunked.
shut them out.
Yeah, they skunked the Falcons. They got shout out to Dave Canales over there, man. Shout out to Dave Canales over there.
You already know the joke, man. Bryce gets his government mandated picking, and then he becomes like Alabama Bryce Young.
Check check if he threw a pick versus the Jets, please. If that would be hilarious.
Well, I mean, they only scored 13, so he probably didn't have a great game. But let's see.
But still,
he didn't have a great game. That goes with the narrative, though. He didn't have a great game.
Yeah. He gets activated with the interception.
But look at this. If we go to the Cowboys, oh my God. Oh, no, that's Dak.
That's Dak.
There it is. Yeah,
there you go. He had to activate.
If we go to Miami, there you go.
That's funny. We gonna have Andy Dalton starting versus the Bills.
I'm glad that you made me go through that. What the hell? My ad blocker just popped up. I'm glad that you made me go through those games though, because it convinced me to go with the Bills after I saw who they got their wins against.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
So let's go. All right, Bills. All right, Niners. This one's difficult for me. I swear, you know what? Maybe I need to stop doubting the 49ers, man.
Yeah, I wrote down 49ers.
Doubting them because they literally have a freaking junior varsity team out there, and they're winning games because they're so well coached, bro. That's the difference. You know how we talked about the difference between like quarterbacks and how much a quarterback means to a team? Coaching means a lot to a team too, bro. We just talked. We spent a couple segments talking about Detroit.
The Glazer bringing up coaching matters after glazing the coaches? I'm just saying. But he's
anyway,
right, he's right.
Anyway, giving the Niners here, I need to stop doubting them, man. And they have Christian McCaffrey too, and he's healthy. The year I don't have Christian McCaffrey on fantasy, he's healthy. Go figure.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, you guys are gonna laugh at me. So I was busy when Puka was actually ruled out for the week, so I did not get to sub him out. So I had a freaking duck egg in my lineup because I forgot to sub out Puka. But Christian McCaffrey dropped a 40 ball for me.
Yeah.
I still lost, but I lost by like 5 points when I should have lost by like 20 something. This man, I got him in the second round. Like, it was the second round pick 1 because I was picking 10. But I got him in the second round. And I was Christian McCaffrey, even after off year, should not be going, that low in fantasy. But
yeah,
he's going off, man.
I should have took him over
Browns,
JJ,
Patriots. Jettas?
Yeah, JJ's not having a good year because he doesn't have a quarterback.
Mm-hmm. I'm going with the Patriots here. I'm guessing you would do the same. It's not a hard pick.
Let me see here. Patriots. Yeah, I'm going Patriots.
And I'm going with the Giants. I'm going with my pick that I made during the pod. So I guess that's the first split we're gonna have.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles. No, we had another split, didn't we? Okay, go
We
up.
did?
Oh no, you still with the Bills. Oh, you went to the Bills.
Yeah, yeah. Because I went through their opponents and I was like, actually,
Bucks Saints. Give me the Bucks.
Bucks.
Bucks about to get their revenge game, bro. They're about to take out all their anger and frustrations on the Saints.
Give me Indiana Jones for the next one. They might go 0-17, bro.
Yo,
They might go 0-17.
No, they won a game. It's the Jets that haven't won a game. Remember, they beat the Arizona Cardinals on a fluke because remember that running back just.
I remember.
Yeesh. But yeah, the Colts, bro. Yo, can you click on the Colts real quick?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, before KB said what he's gonna say, I'm a believer that this is another Daniel Jones, like not fluke year, but like he hasn't faced like actual comp. Like
that's what everybody's saying too. But look at the points he's putting up: 38, 31, 40, 20, 41, 29, 33. Golly.
Hey, listen, I'm not taking it away from him. I'm just saying this is what Giants fans that pay attention have said for years. If you give him the tools to work with, he'll work with them. It just so happens that this time around, he has one of the best running backs in the league, one of the best offensive lines.
And the Colts defense is playing lights out. The Colts defense is playing pretty damn good right now.
He has a top 5 running back and like a top 5 O-line. Like that matters. Cowboys, Broncos, I'm going Broncos. That's more out of my hate for the Cowboys, but low key, because I've been on the Dak MVP agenda, which is nasty to say as a Giants fan, but I've been on that agenda. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys beat them just off of pure offense, because Bo Nix, he's ass.
I'm taking the Cowboys here. We split again. I'm taking the Cowboys here. After what I saw against the Commanders, I mean, Dak Prescott's on a freaking tear right now.
He's on a heater,
and he just got CD back. Like, bro. Yeah, he got CD back last game. He played in that Washington game. Freaking killed him too.
Am I switching?
He has CD back.
Chat. Do I go Chargers or do I go Broncos here? I'm not sure. Y'all
Cowboys,
let me know.
Cowboys. You say Chargers. Cowboys.
Oh, my fault. You're right. Am I going Cowboys or am I going Broncos here? But like, I did not realize he had CD back. Once again, I pay attention to the Giants and the Giants only, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Occasionally, I watch it in another game. I might, because we know that the Broncos offense just, like, they scored 33 in the quarter, but like that was more the Giants' fault than the Broncos doing anything. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I think I'm gonna switch, bro. I think I'm gonna switch and go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna continue with the Dak agenda. Once again, nasty to say as a Giants fan, I will admit.
Bro, that offense is undeniable, bro.
Yeah.
Offense is undeniable. All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah, Packers Steelers.
Oh, snap.
The
Super
Packers
Bowl,
didn't
what
look
is
great.
this? Super Bowl 47 rematch?
45.
45. Was it? Oh, it was Super Bowl before ours.
Before
right?
we, yeah.
I thought it was Super Bowl after. Okay,
I thought the Packers would look better this past week. I did keep up with them because I have a couple other players on fantasy.
Honestly, the Packers are on fraud watch, bro. I'm taking the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Packers are on fraud watch. Steelers prove that they can be competitive. Doesn't mean they'll win every game, but they'll be really competitive. The Packers have played down to their competition ever since the Lions game. They've been playing down to their competition.
Oh my God, you're right. Rodgers' revenge game. Raj just said it. Absolutely.
Oh my God,
Rodgers'
how did I
revenge
not
game.
put that together?
Absolutely,
Young Raj said the most obvious thing ever, and I did didn't even click.
That's the deciding factor.
Bro. Aaron Rodgers is about to drag his nuts all over Jordan Love, bro.
I guarantee you, whether they win or lose, he's not shaking Jordan Love's hand. It doesn't matter if they win or lose.
Yeah, that's guaranteed, bro. And he's probably gonna flip the bird to Matt LaFleur.
Oh yeah, I'm going Packers. Oh yeah. Old man Rodgers, he got something left in it. He got one more in the tank.
Yeah, I
This
got
might
one
be a
left in
blowout.
me. I got
low-key.
one more in me.
Because like I said, the Packers they did not look good against. I think it was the Cardinals, right? KB's low key right. They could be on fraud watch.
I personally think they're on fraud watch. Now their defense is very hit or miss. Apparently they're pretty good against the run or whatever, which is weird because Micah got traded because he apparently is not good against the run. But nah, that's neither here nor there. But like they allow too much points, bro. They almost lost to the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett starting. Come on, man. They had to go and win the game in the final drive against the Packers. Against the Cardinals.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there, man. And Sunday Night Football. Oh my God, yeah, they knew to put this one on Sunday Night Football.
That's gonna be cinema.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cinema.
Oh, thank
take
God, we
Steelers.
only have one. Finally, we only have one Monday Night Football.
Yeah, they
game.
finally
Like,
stopped
Jesus
that, dude.
Christ.
I don't know, man. It's because ESPN is getting more and more power and like more and more like freaking money, and so then now they're able to broadcast more games.
I'm going with Chiefs here, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chiefs for sure. I don't care if Jaden
I
Daniels is playing or not.
I was gonna say I don't even think he's playing, so that's even more reason why I'm
Yeah.
going
Like,
against them.
regardless, to me, in my opinion, regardless. I mean, he's not been playing well. Like ever
Yeah,
since
I gotta-
Packers, brother, the Packers game broke him, bro. That
Yo,
Packers
I
game,
made the mistake. I had Matthew Stafford as my QB, and I was banking on Jordan Love coming back and being the same, and so I dropped Stafford. Worst mistake. I should have kept Stafford and dropped Love.
I've had on fantasy. I have Jordan Love as my quarterback. I've never started him yet because I have Justin Herbert, and
Yeah.
I'm scared to start Jordan Love because there's in my fantasy league our people know ball, bro. Like there's nobody on that waiver.
He's already picked up.
waiver.
He's already picked up. I can't get him back
Yeah.
unless I go and I trade for him, and I don't have anything that
Yeah.
I want to give up to trade for him.
I
I'm
can't-
stuck
I-
with Jordan
there-
Love.
I'm
And guess who
stuck
my
with-
backup is? Jaden Daniels. Because when I drafted him,
Damn. You didn't,
when I
yeah,
drafted him,
yeah.
even though
blame
I
you.
said, even though I've said multiple times, I don't expect him to have the historic year he had last year. I'm like, for fantasy, he's gonna be fine.
I don't blame you. If I had a chance to get Jaden Daniels, he got sniped from me. But if I had a chance to get him, I would have got him.
Yeah.
I was trying to get
But,
Baker too, but yeah. But Justin Herbert was a freaking sleeper pick for me. I'm surprised he lasted that long in my
In my
fantasy
league,
draft.
he went in like the 11th round, and I was genuinely surprised. I was like,
I'm
what's going on?
saying, I think I got him somewhere around the 8th or 9th
I
round. And I'm like,
literally-
yo,
I was literally like, yo, people forgot this man threw for 5,000 yards at one point or something. Like, wait a minute. They forgot what he got in him. Like,
and now he's running the ball. Now he's like starting to be like is channeling his inner Daniel Jones. Now Daniel Jones inspired all white running backs to run. I'm telling you.
All the white running backs. Okay. All
Yeah,
white running backs.
running backs, all the white quarterbacks.
All white running backs.
All
Cam
the white
Scadaboo looks up
quarterbacks.
to Daniel Jones. Looks up to Daniel Jones, all right?
Yo,
Oh,
I'm
man.
telling you though.
But hey, yo, listen,
All
we
right.
made our picks.
Yep, those are our picks.
That's it for that chat. Let me.
Oh my god, look at the preview for the next week. You saw that?
Oh, let me scroll down. I already stopped. Ravens, Dolphins.
No, the preview for the next week. You saw the Giants Niners. Oh god, that one's gonna
If
be a
we
doozy.
pull off the win against the Eagles, I'm gonna be unbearable. If we
Mac
sweep
Jones,
the
Mac
Eagles-
Jones is about to freaking stunt
don't-
on us, bro.
I don't care if we sweep the Eagles. KB, nasty agendas will be pushed. Nasty
Bro,
agendas will
if
be
we
pushed.
sweep the Eagles, I don't care if we lose every single game afterwards. I'm still gonna be pumping up my team
Exactly.
like they're the best
But okay,
team in
guess
the
what?
world.
Guess what, Eagles fans? If we sweep the Eagles, you're right. I did win my Super Bowl. You're right.
I said that
You're not
on
wrong.
Roundtable. I
You're
said that
right.
on Roundtable. I said I have no shame in it. Yes, I'm happy. I'm super happy, and that was my Super Bowl that we beat the Eagles. Yeah, and it bothers the hell out of you guys. It bothers the hell, bro. The Eagles content creator on there was getting so passionate about beating the Giants. I'm like, you seem a little angry. You seem a little upset there.
That's just a nerve. That's just a nerve.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't go at it for the Broncos fans because honestly, that I don't care about that random rivalry. But I want to tweet the same thing. I was like, oh man, the Broncos won their Super Bowl. The way these fans are acting, the way
Yo,
the
their
way
fans
Nick
are nuts.
the way Nick Basito is acting, Nick Basura is acting.
Nick Basura.
You won your freaking Super Bowl, Nick. You got your chain snatched from you, by the way.
He
by
got
Brian Burns.
freaking humbled and says like, "Oh
That's
yeah, Jackson
so
Dart is better
humble.
than we thought." Jackson
Yeah, I
Dart
saw the
is
Kay Adams
better
clip.
than- yeah,
Yeah, buddy. He owns you. He has his tramp stamp on your ass. He branded you. You're a Bronco, right? You're a horse. They get branded.
Yovraj says Bad Dog and Entertainer going to that Niners game and are going to that Niners game and they have 0 wins when they have. Well, the only time they ever went to the game at the same time was the Jets game, and that's when we all met up in that Jets game in 2019.
I actually, funnily enough, I used to be undefeated in games that I went to. I used to be undefeated, and you know what broke it? The game we went, the Joe Judge QB sneak game broke it. I was undefeated in all games I went. Like the Giants were undefeated whenever I
I
attended.
can't
the game.
believe I
The
took
Joe
part in that
game broke
game,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
That's the only game I went to MetLife that we lost. No, the Jets game. Fuck the Jets game. I'm actually 1-2 in games at MetLife. I'm 1-2 in games at MetLife,
yeah.
and I'm also I'm
me count. Let me
2-2
see.
in Bucks games. No, wait. We lost to Tom Brady.
I'm 4-2 at games I've been at MetLife, so I do have a positive record.
We lost to Tom Brady. Oh my god, I'm 1-2 in the Bucks, bro. Am I 2-4 in Giants games?
Oh, that's so funny. We mirror each other.
You're 4-2.
I'm 4-2.
The 2 wins that I witnessed was the first game I ever went to. That was when we won like 25-24, no 32-24 or something like that. When Jameis Winston fumbled at the end of the game and we won off the fumble. That was 2015. No, 2014. I'm sorry, 2014. And then the next game was all the way Chicago in 2022.
This is a good question to vets. Start the Falcons one because they're playing Miami, buddy. The Falcons are playing Miami. You're gonna get more points if you start the Falcons defense.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I don't think it. I know the Colts defense is good, but for this week, not a question. They're playing Miami. Yeah. All right, guys. Yo, thank you all for tuning in again, man. Another great week, despite everybody being down in the dumps. I don't blame you. It was a horrible loss. We went from being high flying for good reason because, as KB said, we could have been right in there with the division if we came out with a win. But there's still positives to take away. The main one being Jackson Dart is that guy. Jackson Dart is that guy, and that's what we should walk away with. And we should, just go with that. We came out knowing we got our franchise QB. KB, any last words before we close it off?
Listen, like I said, guys, I have a couple of videos coming out soon. One of them is gonna be looking on the bright side of things, and it's a positive video. I hope you guys like it, but we should be positive as Giants fans. Things are gonna get better. I promise you. As long as you have a franchise quarterback, things will get better. Especially next year, but use this year as a trial year. Obviously, we're trying to stay competitive. It's not looking great in the division for us, but Jackson Dart is, as long as we have him, we have every chance in every game. We have a chance in every game. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, stay positive, guys. Don't let the Giants affect your mood. Don't let it affect your life. For real, guys. It's just football at the end of the day. I know it's crazy to say that, but listen, I had to reflect on myself because I was so upset. I hated the world on Sunday, guys.
Yeah.
I hated the world. I had to sit down. I had to sit myself down and calm down and be like,
I'm waiting sad to work on Monday, bro.
bro. But like,
so
not
sad.
even just sad. I was legit depressed. Like, I didn't want to talk to anybody because the only thing that was going in my mind is like, I can't believe we lost that game. At the end of the day, guys, it's football. I want everybody to just have that peace of mind. But
KB, you raged at the end of that game on stream.
I'm telling you, I had to, bro.
He raged so hard that he quit the stream before the game ended.
The stream
and came back on, and I guarantee you, he wished he would have stayed quit.
Yes.
He wished he would have kept it ending.
Yes. I'll tell you right now, guys. It would have looked a lot worse had I not been streaming. I contain myself when I stream. So.
Oh yeah, everybody does subconsciously. Because you're like, I'm not trying to get fired.
I would say the most horrendous things, and you ain't the stream ain't gonna hear me say that.
Exactly. I almost forgot, guys. We're gonna start talking about the Knicks very soon. The Knicks, the opening day for the NBA is happening right now. The Knicks first game.
I've got news. Knicks news, guys. I'm a casual that knows Knicks news. Apparently, Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart did not show up to practice today. Boom! Knicks news.
We'll take it.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I got my sleeper app.
What?
Shout out sleeper, and I got the news on my sleeper app.
Guess what? Friday is their first game, the 24th. Unfortunately, we're not going to be streaming it. Maybe later down in the season we'll stream a couple Knicks games if the schedule lines up.
Yeah, you need to help me out with that because I don't know how to call. I don't know how to call a basketball game.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
I can call a football game.
Because of that, Tuesday, we will have at least one segment talking about the Knicks. So, KB, whether or not you could watch it or catch the highlights for whatever games they play between now and Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that, bro. If that's what we're going to do on the channel, I'm down, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, I wish. Oh my god, this is so hilarious. The only reason I'm not even streaming the Knicks game, guys, is because the 24th is also one of my friends' birthday, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna be spending time with him. Like
Is that the opening
he's
game?
been my
Is that the first game?
yeah, it's opening game. And who do we? Let me see. I'll pull up right now. Knicks opening day. Who do we play?
Yeah, this shit's gonna get me confused with the NBA scheduling is crazy.
Wait a minute. Am I tripping?
Cavs. Oh shit! Tomorrow?
Wait,
no, that's not.
tomorrow.
That is that.
Oh,
a
is
preseason game?
that's? Oh, I'm thinking about the home opener. My bad. The home opener. Is
So the
24th
game.
then.
So the
No,
first
wait a
game actually
minute.
starts tomorrow.
Wait
Or
a
is that
minute. Am I
preseason?
tripping?
But guys, is that preseason?
I thought the opening day was the 24th.
Oh, opener is the Cavs. Hart Robinson to sit out. They're gonna be out, guys. Breaking Knicks news, guys. This is a football junkie that is breaking Knicks news, guys.
Hey, he got it.
Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart will not be playing in the season opener.
All right, yo, I take it back. Well, it's too late for me to stream it because I'm actually gonna be driving down to the city to visit my parents like around 7. So I'll have to catch up on the Cavs. I will watch the Celtics game, and then the 26th is what? The 26th is oh wow. They're gonna be playing a game while we stream, but we're gonna have 3 games to basically at least somewhat know what happened. And we'll do that, guys. We want to get into it. We'll make our best effort. I'm gonna say right now for both of us, we're not gonna catch every game. We're probably not gonna catch the highlights for every game. The NBA is literally
It's
82.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
not.
For those of you guys that are hardcore. For those of you guys that are hardcore NBA fans, shout out to you, bro. You guys are dedicated as hell because I don't know how people do it.
And I'm a big Knicks fan. I'm not a casual Knicks fan, but even when I was at the peak of my Knicks fandom in like mellow like 2015,
It's hard.
2013,
It's hard.
I never watched all the games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched like at most
Bro,
at my
because
Knicks fandom,
people
like
got
half the
lives, bro. At least with football, I
Yeah.
can just say Sundays, occasional Thursdays, occasional Mondays. You know what I mean?
But like KB said, it's for the channel. It's also because I'm a Knicks fan. He's willing to get into the NBA. We'll do it. We'll talk about
guys,
it.
I'm as casual of a Knicks fan as you can get. So
It's
bear
going
with
work,
me.
though,
Bear with
because
me.
you know
I'm a
what that
football
brings,
nerd.
chat. You know what that brings, chat. It might bring some hilarious takes. It
Maybe.
really might, and I'm with that. I'm with the funny takes.
Maybe we'll see Kush start raging like I do. Maybe we're
At least in the playoffs. Definitely, you're gonna see me rage in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because the Knicks were worse than the Giants for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time, the Knicks were worse than the Giants. So we'll see. But chat, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. And shout out to everybody. I got Nova. I got Toast, Steve.
We love you guys, man.
Dave,
Thank you guys for
Darnell,
always showing love,
all
man.
of y'all. And that's it. And we gonna be out. Peace.